Good morning, Jonathan. Good morning, Brenda. How's everybody doing waking up to this fine Monday morning? I woke up to several things. I did a couple of ships, but then I came home and I came in here to download the ships and I heard Boone was barking outside erratically. And I couldn't find her anywhere. So I go around the other side of the shed that I have out in the back corner, and she dug a hole and crawled underneath that shed and didn't know how to get out. She was barking. So I had to go and coax her out, get her out of there. Then I had to go and fill that in, get a board and put across there so that she can't dig it again. Oh man. So it was an eventful morning for sure. No, you think I'm gonna let you out? You're crazy. Okay, I'm back. Yep, Boone is a gift, but that's still a situation you just don't like to have to deal with. Boone, go lay down. Go lay down. JDS, good morning. Yeah, I don't know what I'd do without him, but it's just the idea that it's like, what are you going to get into now? And I'm sure you've got that, Brenda, with your pupper dog too. You can't turn your back for a minute. Here comes Lance. Good morning, Lance. Is this your last week?
Morning, Paul.
Good morning, Lance. Is this your last week of school?
It is. It
Oh
is.
boy.
Doing
You'll
the
be ready.
happy dance.
Yeah, I was gonna say. And then what is it, the 12th you go to Hawaii?
22nd.
22nd of the month. Okay. Oh, so next Sunday.
That is correct.
All right.
And I don't know. I think I'm going to take my Mavic 3 and my Avata 2. The thing is, I'm taking my backpack full of camera gear and my Avata 2. That's what I'm going to carry on because you can carry on 2 pieces of luggage. So I'm going to need my small Avata 2 bag and have my daughter's boyfriend maybe carry that on. I don't know what he's carrying yet. He's probably got a backpack. I'll see if he can carry my Avata 2. So he'll have 2 pieces as well. That's the plan. I don't know.
So how many people are going? You and your daughter and her boyfriend and your wife,
And
or is there more people?
correct.
Now, what hotel are you staying at?
We're staying at the Kanapali Plantation condos,
Okay.
which is in Poipu, which is on the southern part of the island, which I think are the best beaches year round. The north beaches are really nice in the summer as well, but in the wintertime, they're not swimmable at all. But we're south
Right.
anyway. But yeah, and the north beaches are harder to get to as well because all of the erosion and the road closures and they've had a lot of issues up on the north end. But I also like a place called Hanalei Bay, which is on the north end, which is a real calm beach. I mean, there's hardly any waves at all. There's a dock where kids can jump off of, and it's kind of a nice place as well.
Yeah. When I went out there in the 80s, I stayed at the Sheraton Waikiki.
Yep. Oh, you were on Oahu, though.
Oahu. Yep.
Yeah. So we stayed next to the Sheraton in Kauai. Sheraton is right next door to where we're staying.
Okay.
And it's a nice hotel. Very nice.
Well, I think most of those hotels out there are nice because that's what they depend on is the excellent tourism.
Yeah, they definitely have to plan for that, don't they?
Yep.
Good morning, everyone in the chat. I don't see the chat, but good morning to all of you.
Yep. Can Fix Stuff is JDS and Hanging with JD. And Brenda's here.
I'm going to go see if the Lady Washington is important. I'll let you know in about 10 minutes. I'm about 10 minutes from that secret spot.
Okay, there you go.
It was really weird. I was able to find my Avata 2, I think, I think I told you guys yesterday. I was able to take off yesterday, but the day before I could not. It's that fast beat. So we'll see today. I'm getting my buddy at Stadium Speeding. He's gonna fly his. I think he may bring his Air 2S. I don't know what he's gonna fly, but he'll VLOS for me with my Avata. Let's see.
Jonathan Jackson said, "Good morning, Lance."
Morning, Jonathan. Just send it. That Mavic 4. Go for it. I wonder if he uses that rotation of the camera very much. It's kind of gimmicky, but kind of cool.
I wonder how Joe's party went last night.
Did he have a party?
No, he was invited over because of Father's Day.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. And did his wife ever find her car?
I haven't heard anything on that. He was going to go over and fix the other one when he went over to the party.
Did he invite Justin? Justin here, not Justin his son. Because Justin here can fix cars.
Nope.
Oh, really?
I bet you still be sitting there.
Yeah, he fixes his mom's car all the time.
Oh, does he? I didn't know that.
Yeah, he does a good job.
Justin,
No,
you
last
didn't
time
tell
we asked-
everybody that you fix cars.
I don't. Last time we talked to Joe, his wife or his ex-wife had not found the car yet.
But you're willing to go fix the car when he does find it.
Nope. I have patience for that.
Brenda
Hey,
says
here we
hi
go.
to you, Justin.
Is the Lady Washington in port?
What's up, Brenda?
It is not
JDS, JD.
in port. But hey, there's my buddy. He's here already. I usually meet him.
Oh, you're doing a tandem fly today?
Yeah, but there's no Lady Washington above. There's a big little yacht out here. It doesn't look like anyone's fishing today. We usually fish right here too. Yeah, I'll pull right over there. Yep. Okay, he's already in the air. How long he's been here?
Okay, no camera today again.
You better be careful of filming random ships out there. You might be filming some drug lord's yacht.
Speak of
Careful.
the devil, here he comes now.
Yeah.
Be like, oh, DEA. Think Lance some federal agency.
Yeah. Be right back.
Pablo Escobar's boat. What's up, Joe?
Good morning. Lance is doing a meetup with somebody. He's not doing a tandem. He's not flying out, jumping out of a plane with somebody hooked to him. Hey, Paul. Boone is not a girl.
Wait, hold
You
on.
call
What
her
happened?
she all born. And then you need to quit being mean to him. Let him go back outside. Don't tell him he can't go back outside. Because
Well,
then he's
he's
gonna shit all
locked.
over
He's
your
locked.
house.
He's locked in his room right now.
Yeah, and watch what you're gonna do. You're just gonna make him mean.
What do you mean he's locked in his room? What room?
The
Is that his
house.
own room?
The house.
Yeah.
Because he did what he's supposed to do. He's digging after varmints, probably.
He was digging underneath my shed out back, dug a hole, went up in underneath the shed, and then turned around and was barking. I'm going, what the hell? That sounds like Boone, but bark. So I go out there and I see this hole. He's down in the hole in underneath the shed, and I had to yell at him, get his ass out of there, and he came out.
He probably chased something under there.
Could
And he
be.
probably chasing a squirrel or a rat or a raccoon.
I don't know, but
Yeah,
then
and
I had to go and get a rake and rake all the dirt back in the hole, and then I had to go get a big board, put it down so that he couldn't dig anymore. And
Well, that's so sad that you had to do some work.
yes,
I
That you had
had
to do some exercise.
I get
He's looking out for you.
if I had to chase Bo around all day for all the amount of holes he fucking digs in the yard. He doesn't try to dig under shit. He just likes to dig holes. Yeah, I'd be there all damn day chasing his ass. We're out there all the time filling in them damn holes.
Boone is something else, that's for sure. I wouldn't, I can't imagine being without him. But then there's times like this, I think, oh man.
There's
Wouldn't it
times
be-
like this where he makes you get off your ass and do something. So you say, "Oh man, I'm too lazy to do it. I'm too sedentary to do it." So that you need to get off your ass and go. You need to go out and walk around with him out in the yard for a while.
Oh yeah, right.
What would that be? Walking out in the yard. That would be. You can't do that, Paul.
No, I can't.
It cut into your Boston cream time.
In fact, I flew 2 ships this morning, and I decided, should I or shouldn't I? Shouldn't I? Shouldn't I? And you know what? Your voice came up and says, "Get the Boston cream." So okay,
Yeah, okay. I believe that. All right.
it just a little voice in my head says, "Joe says, get the Boston creams."
Kind of a cool boat.
Was that the yacht you were looking at?
No, it's like this is an older boat. It's like but the yacht.
Here you go, Warren.
That's great as well. But that's cool.
I'll wear these today, Warren. How about that?
It's a cool looking boat. It's almost like an old tug.
Oh, so who was that? Who was that singing star that used to wear glasses like that?
Elton John.
Elton
Yeah.
John.
He used to wear
Warren
big
said he
old-
wanted me to get some red glasses. I got some purple ones with some mirrors. How about
You two as well. They always are rocking like some crazy looking sunglasses.
no? So
No,
the vertical on the car's engine is not frozen. But I could not get enough power out of my thing that jumps it to get it to even start. Couldn't get
I
it to
think-
turn.
I think you need a second opinion, Justin.
Was it making that winding, grinding noise that she was saying?
No, it wasn't making it. It was making a click, 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 click. Like the starter didn't have enough power to kick it over. So I don't know if it's a starter or if I know the engine was turning because you can see the thing move. You know,
Okay.
the wheel was moving on it's where the back. What's the how I want to call it? It's the main shaft. The bearing on the outside was turning.
So you need to get a jump start or something.
It needs to be jumped. That definitely needs to be jumped.
It needs some more power.
Yeah, so it need power to get it started. It had oil in it, so that don't make sense. Then I went to the other car that the boyfriend didn't even come out the room to start. He didn't want. I'm not doing that. I'm not checking the car to see if it works. I'm not doing all of this. His dad came over and reamed his ass yesterday. He said, first off, you need to take care of the damn thing because you need to give her back her car because she's got the baby here. Well, she's gonna have to start taking me to work. Bullshit. I said, bullshit. She had to take you shit. You're a grown man. Like
If
that.
you
So
have
let's
two
start-
vehicles, nobody should have to be taking him to work.
But his car
He
won't
just doesn't.
start. His
That's
car wouldn't
his own
start either
problem. That's
yesterday.
his own
He didn't have
problem.
any gas in it. I said, how did you get it here without any gas in it? I guarantee you siphoned the gas out for lawnmower or something, or just siphoned it out. So I made him put gas in the thing, and I could not get that thing to kick over. It would not. It didn't have. It couldn't have. Again, it would start. If it didn't have gas in the line for a while, it's got to get there. Now it should automatically with electronic get there.
What's up, Warren?
But we worked and worked and worked. We can get it to go, and then I didn't have enough power to keep it going. That's all it was.
And he didn't
I
have any
told him-
jumper. He didn't have any jumper cables, right?
No, the jumper cables that I had, my ex-wife had, because I gave it to my daughter in my ex-wife's car.
Oh,
And she's pissed, boy. She's got to find the car because her office stuff from where she works, they have to pack everything up and
Now-
leave, is in her car with her professional licenses and everything.
Now, are you guys absolutely positive there's not a second battery in that car somewhere? There's a lot of
No.
cars these days have 2 batteries.
I never thought about that. That's a
Yeah, there could be one hidden in there somewhere that you guys don't realize. Like in the back or
it's
something.
an older model though. It's a Nissan Sentra.
Yeah, I'm just saying I would look into it anyway. Look it up. Because you
But
never
the
know.
dad's going over today. The dad's going over today and change the battery out. He said, I'll go change the battery out while
has
he's
he
at
got
work
jumper
today.
cables? Yeah, I would hope.
No, he's changing to get a new battery. He's taking
understand
that
that.
battery. Yeah, he's taking that
Oh,
battery
Corey.
down to. He didn't have jumper cables either. I don't have jumper cables. I've got a DeWalt thing that jumps. It's always started my car. It's
Later,
like,
Warren.
I don't know. Hey, Warren. Later.
I have a big set of jumper cables right.
And
in the
then you
back.
have to. Yeah, but even jumper cables are becoming a thing of the past. A lot of the new cars, you can't even jump them anymore. You can actually hurt the car if you're not careful. Sarah did that to one of our old cars. I don't know what the hell she did. She went to go jump somebody and fried the whole electrical system.
So it sounds to me, Joe, like his dad's even frustrated with him too.
Oh, his mama was standing outside. They said, "Where's David?" I said, "He's in the room." Oh, he's got his head in the sand. He don't want to do shit, huh? So they know he's and he told me outside. The dad told me outside. He said, "I bought him this car. He don't take care of it. He don't do shit." I said, "Then stop buying it for him, or get on his ass." You know. But he actually said he gave Brittany a key. He says, "I don't even know why you want to try to get the car started. Y'all shouldn't even be worrying about it." I said, "I'm worried about the car getting started because my granddaughter needs the car." I said, "You can have a whirl of shit next week." I said, "When Brittany has to take that car across the lake every day. Because she
Yeah.
got to go across the lake for a couple of days training in Metairie." And I said, "And I'm not going to be available to take her. Nobody's going to be available. And she ain't going to drop your ass at work at 4 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning." I said, "And then go back to wait there till 8 o'clock in the morning to go to the class and then have to go back and pick you up. No, it ain't going to happen." I said, "So you need to get your car fixed." And he just turned around and walked away.
What they need to do is just take it to go ahead and get it to a garage and just have them look at it and try to do a payment plan or something to get it paid off. Get it fixed.
I said, "Well, what's wrong with the car? Why won't they finally made him come outside, get the gas, and put gas on the car, the gas can. We put about a half a gallon of gas in it. At least we got a line on the thing because it was on empty. So we got a line on it. So I know there's gas in there now. But I told him, I said, "What?" I said, "Y'all drove it from the other house over here. It's about 5 miles, and it didn't kill. So what was the problem?" "Well, it shakes. It shakes a lot." I said, you sure it's the engine shaking? You sure it's not?" I said, "If it's shaking a lot, it's probably a coil pack."
Yep.
I said, "You can check that out." I said, "If you get it started, I'll check the thing and tell you what it is." You know, I
That
said,
could
"We get it
also be-
started." It's
could
probably a
also-
coil pack.
Well, if it, and it also could be something with the steering as well.
Yep.
It could
Could
be
be an
really out of
alignment
line.
issue. Could be tire issue. Could be all kinds of things.
But he said it stalls. It stalls every once in a while. So being the stalling point, a coil pack will
yeah.
go bad on you and make you kill.
Well,
Will kill on you.
the other thing too, Joe, is if depending upon how he stops the
Daryl?
vehicle, it could put air in the line, and if there's not gas in the tank.
Yeah, it's hard to do now because they got a purge valve.
Oh,
Dude, my uncle, one time I drove his Ranger home for him, and the leaf springs were bad, and so was the suspension. If you got over 45 miles an hour in that truck, it'd start going all over the road. It was scary. as
Oh
shit.
yeah, and if you got a bad
I-
front end, you're gonna shake at 30
I
miles an hour.
never drove that truck again. I was like, and he never fixed it. He would just drive it like that. I'm like, you're
Yeah.
fucking nuts. And he was a mechanic too. That was the sad part.
That's mechanics like that.
Yeah,
I
the
had
mechanic's car is the last one they look at.
I had a Lincoln Continental, and I had a front end issue with it, but I didn't feel it unless I got to 80 miles an hour. And I didn't realize I had it till I got to 80 miles an hour one day, and I felt the shake. Got in there and noticed that one of the bushings was gone. And I said, okay. So it didn't bother me. So I drove it around for about at least 3 months like that. And because it never had a problem. The only problem if it was, like I say, over 80, or if you turned it really sharp, you'd hear it go click where it shifted a little. So I finally got underneath there one day and I was going to change it out. And a friend of mine that when I was at Pizza Hut, friend of mine that owned the shop, I was telling him what it was. He said, yeah, it's just a bear. He said, I could change that whole set out for you. I said, well, what's it going to cost me? He said, let me check the front end for you. Went and looked, he came back and said, yeah, it's a little more than that. He said, you have to change this, 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 and this. And he says, I'll get you a price. He came back and he said if you put it in here and if you put it on a credit card, it's going to cost you about $600. That's what he told me. He said normally if you go price it, it's going to be 800-900. I'll do it for 600. He said, you pay me in cash, give me 400, like that. I said, I'll bring it to you tomorrow, like that. And him the 400. That thing drove so different. I mean, it was so different after he did that.
So many garages now are just signing people up for credit now. They're like,
Yeah.
oh, you got a $1,200 bill, but if you sign up for this, you don't have to pay nothing today. And
Well,
they
yeah,
sign
they're
you up
doing
for
that
some
because
credit
it's just
company.
so hard to fix.
Hey, Giggles,
I used to have a credit card with
DJ.
Firestone, but Firestone just aggravated the shit out of me
Well,
because
back in the day,
they
like
were
back in the
good, but
90s, though, they didn't do that kind of thing. You either had the money or you didn't, you know?
I-12 at I-55, that's right by Johnny. Okay, I-12, it's I-12, yeah, it's I-12 at I-55. A truck dropped its load. Guess what it was? Big bales of hay.
Oh,
It's in the middle of the interstate. It looked like a big pile of shit, like horse shit.
Oh, wow.
We got one lane open, but it's all just kind of, I don't know if you've seen horses in a parade when they drop it, they got little chunks. It's like little bricks. It's like little bricks. What's up, Giggles? Daryl, and his other brother, Daryl.
What's up,
Daryl went to a
TJ?
luncheon yesterday, a VIP luncheon. He was a VIP yesterday. But I don't know what's going on.
What,
I
he
told
told
my
him it was
daughter,
his
I said,
birthday at
I'll help
McDonald's?
you. What is that? Hey, yeah. He went to a banquet and he had a thing,
Yeah,
VIP, Daryl.
he's always getting invited to stuff like that.
Yeah, it said Daryl and his other brother Daryl on a place card. If I was making a place card, I'd have said Daryl and his other brother Daryl. I told my daughter, I said, I can help you out somewhere. I can't help you getting you across the lake every day. You know, like that. I could help you out around here if you need to get somewhere. I said, but y'all need to get this thing fixed. I said, because in the next month, I've got about 10 things going on. I said, "No, I got to do something. You ain't getting. It's not gonna be me." I have a feeling I know what's gonna happen, and I kind of understand, but you understand, but you don't agree. My son has his other car sitting here in Folsom, and I guarantee mom's working on him to borrow the car until she can figure out something. I guarantee it. And knowing Nick, he's gonna give in and say, "Yeah, just use the car."
Oh, nice, Daryl. A little fancy plate.
She better get with. She got two brothers. She's got two brothers. She's got three brothers and a sister, and she needs a car that bad. There's one in California that's got an extra car which has already offered before to send her a car. he needs to get that car sent here, whatever it costs to get here.
Yeah.
Or they need to get that car run. I told her, I said, that nitro, I said, I guarantee you, get it to a shop and see what it's going to cost you. It might just be a starter, but I said, but I don't have the electronics to check it out. I
That's
said,
what
you
I'm
know, if you don't
saying.
get it started, we can't check it out.
So I'm saying you take it and at least have them look at it, tell you what's wrong with it, so you know.
She said, but it won't start. Get it there. I said, you're gonna have to get it towed there. You know, find a shop that'll tow it in and look at it. You know, because some shops will do that. They'll tow it in, and if you fix it, they won't charge you for the tow.
And and sometimes it could be just something really stupid too.
Well, let me tell you what I found out about the air conditioning. We're talking stupid, right? The dad said the dad works on cars a little bit. So the dad said, yeah, his AC's not working. I said, is it the compressor? He says, no, the compressor's good. I said, then you need to put some Freon on it. He said, we got Freon on it. It's maxed out. I said, well, how did you max it out if you didn't have it working? He said,
Yeah.
we had it working. We had it working, but we found out the blower fan's not working. I said, so the blower fan's not working. She said, yeah, we had cold air coming out the vent, but it wasn't blowing out the vent because the blower fan in there that gives you the extra kick isn't working. He said, because I changed all that out, and he said I tested it and it worked, but when I put it back in, it didn't work. And I said, did you check the fuse? No. He said, okay. I said, I bet you it's a fuse. He said, well, I asked Nissan about it, and they said it might be something in the ignition switch. I said, ignition switch has nothing to do with the blower fan. I said, so I
Yes.
would have checked the fuse.
The only reason Nissan would say that, and it wouldn't surprise me, is some shit is like wired into other weird systems like that nowadays on
Oh
cars.
yeah, but it could be he said he was going to pull it out and check it before, and he never got to it. Right? I said, well, if it didn't have any play in that switch at all. I fooled with it, and I said, I'm telling you, if it has something to do with the ignition switch, it got to be just the way it turns. Because I've had a switch do that, where if you I can't remember, I can't explain it. If the key was turned too much, a light would come on. You bring it back, the light would go off.
Yeah,
It was just
that's
it's
like
like
I
a
said,
short in it.
as I said before, like those new infotainment centers that are in the cars, man. There's so much. You gotta be careful if you start fucking with one of those because there's so much shit wired into those.
Oh, that new shit,
Yeah.
I ain't touching. I ain't touching none of that.
You know, changing out a stereo back in the day was easy. These days,
I
not so
changed out a
much.
stereo back in the day and burned it up in a minute too. Because it had a floating ground when they first put that in. But but I told him, I said, well, what I would do is if you get it started, go check the AC fuse and check the relay. I said, it's probably one of those. Because boy, if I went out there and got that thing started and put a fuse in there and it started working, I look at Dave and say, you're a stupid ass. Now I know you're really stupid, you know? But the ex said that they're done. He and her are done, but he won't move like that. I said he won't move because he's got her car like that. She said, but we're gonna push the issue as soon as she starts working again. Because right now they need him there for the extra income, you know, because Brittany wasn't working. Now Brittany's gonna be working again, so they need to put the foot down and say, you need to move or you need to get your car fixed or something because you're not using his car anymore. And he says, if he says he's not moving and he's not going to work, then they need to get him out the house. They can get him out the house.
He needs a broken car.
He needs a broken head.
He just doesn't want to drive his car because the air conditioner is broken.
Oh, I thought her
His
car
car-
was broken. I wasn't.
No, his car wouldn't start And like I said, I just think it's him.
I've gotta reconnect, guys. Hold on.
Finger food at a reception. Yeah, I agree, Jonathan. Roll down your freaking windows. You're driving 55 miles an hour across the lake. And you work
Just,
outside anyway all day, so you used to the heat.
I mean, it's just something you have to deal with. Your air conditioner breaks. Still got to go. Still got to go to work.
Yep.
Not a good enough reason not to go.
He's
Okay, I'm back. I'm sure you missed me. All of my camera was working. You would know that it is beautiful up here in the Pacific Northwest.
Yeah, but it doesn't work, so we don't believe you.
David would believe me. David would believe me. He knows all about my green screen. Where is he when I need him? Okay, no Lady Washington again. Maybe tomorrow.
Well, my son right now should be at the police station in New Bern. Because he said he was going to be there for 10 o'clock, but he's going to get there around 9:30. So they'll be meeting with him right now. Hey, Lance, not Lance.
Yeah.
Justin. I have both of y'all. You see that guy on Instagram? That's the impersonator for Donald Trump. They said you could book him for your parties and all of this, and they show up, looks just like him.
No, I haven't seen it.
Got the mannerisms, got the suit, got the everything.
Is he as orange?
He got the hair dyed, everything. You got the hat on. I don't know if he's as orange. He didn't look as orange, but he gets out there and he's got all the stuff. He does the YMCA perfect. He does everything.
No Mark this morning?
Not yet.
Okay. I want to let him know that I won just under $1 million yesterday. I won my golf tournament.
You won under $1 million?
Yeah.
Are you playing a fantasy league?
No, I play with 5 other guys, and it's fantasy.
Yeah, I had a scratch off the other day and I won under $1 million too. I think it was $2.
Yeah. Well, we do a gentleman's bet at $20 for all 4 of the majors, and so if you win one time, you win $120. So that basically covers your season. If you don't win again, you've earned $20. So I lost the first day now, and it's winner take all. So first tournament was the Masters. I did not win, so I had paid $20. The PGA was second. I did not win. I had to pay $20. The U.S. Open was yesterday. I won, so I earned my 120. And then next is the Open over in England. And so the worst I can do is I'm up $20 after the season. So
Well, Well, sure up something.
So you got to win again to make up for last year.
Yeah, last year I did not win. The year before that I won twice, and the year before that I won twice.
So in other words, rigged.
I try to make it that way. Yeah.
Yeah. I ran a football pool, and when I was in the Marine Corps my last year, and I actually had to get it cleared with the PMO, not the PMO, the what they call them. God darn it. It's the attorneys on the base. I went to the attorneys and talked to them. I said, well, I'm running a football pool at $5 a chance. I said, I'm putting the pool together. It's all computerized where you type in the stuff and it tells you who won. And because it's just sorted it out. Who had the least losses and it like that. And I said, I don't collect the money. Another guy collects the money. And then another guy holds the money and he pays it out. And they told me, as long as you got 3 people involved and you do it and you're not advertising it, he said you can't advertise it. It's just the people know it. They come get the forms from you, fill the money out, hand the guy the $5. Actually, the guy got the money, picked up the forms. The forms went back to me, so I handled the forms and handled putting the sheet together. And then the third guy was the guy that verified everything and paid it out. He said, as long as we got 3 people doing it, we good with that. But if it goes another way, we can call it. They said they could call it racketeering, basically. So they said, so you got to make sure you got this. They said I would actually get an officer involved just to protect you. They said, and let's see what it does the first week. So all the people, they had the maintenance guy used to run around, and he said, we're running the pool. Here's the sheets like this. Here are the sheets. I collect the $5, and then Tuesday morning, after the Monday night game, we pay out, and pay out. So one of the lieutenants there said, I'll verify everything. So we were good. So we played that year. We had 16 weeks, and all you had to do was be in the Marine Corps, or you worked on the base. So my ex-wife played the pool. I played the pool, and they said you can play it long because they said it really looks legit.
On average, how many people were playing?
Oh, that thing was going $500-600 a week.
Oh, okay.
So we were getting big money in that, right? The first week, the first year that we did it, only did it 1 year. The year we did it, out of the 16 weeks, I won 8 of them. My ex-wife won 4 of them. So we got 12 out of 16 weeks, and I said that I actually said that I would double the pot if anybody got a perfect week and a perfect score on Monday night. And my ex-wife hit it on 1 week.
Oh,
Had
wow.
a perfect schedule the whole week and a perfect freaking score on Monday night. She said, "You're gonna double that." I said, "I ain't double shit, not to you." So she got the money, but I didn't double it. I
You
said,
remember
"Thank God
Rick
you the one that
Neuheisel?
won it."
You remember Rick Neuheisel?
No.
He was the head football coach at UCLA, at UW. He does a lot of TV stuff. He was fired when he was the UW coach for betting on the basketball. He had a pool on the tournament in March, and they fired him over it back in the early 2000s at UW. That was so wrong. But
Oh, and the reason nobody could tell me shit about my picks, because my picks would be first. I picked my picks before we handed out the sheet, and she picked her sheets right after me. So I put mine in, she put hers in, and I never saw hers. We had to have ours in before the sheets went out.
Wow.
So we had ours. They picked. They saw my picks and they saw her picks.
I don't know, Lance. That whole thing just sounded like Joe rigged the whole thing.
yeah, I agree.
I put it like this: if I had a way to rig it, I did a good job. I play those things now where you pick they got a couple of places here that run them. It doesn't cost you anything. You just win like $100 if you win. And man, I can't get close.
You can do it on DraftKings too, if
Yeah.
it's legal in your state.
It's
Some
legal.
states don't allow you to play on DraftKings. I think there's like 7 or 8 states or something that don't allow it.
Yeah, I was gonna do it a second year, Justin, Jonathan. We were gonna do it again, and I wound up leaving the base. In fact, the second year I wasn't gonna run it. I didn't want it because it was a headache for 16 weeks, especially when I had 50 or 60 people, sometimes 100 people. I had to put 100 sheets in, and the sheet had to be turned in. We didn't have Thursday night games. The sheets had to be in by Thursday at noon. Anything after Thursday at noon did not get taken. Because Friday, I used to go home Thursday night and put a master sheet out with everybody's pick. That's the other thing. They had a copy of, if we had 100 people, there was 100 picks with their names, with their first name on it, so everybody got to see who picked what.
I never played a fantasy football league. I always wanted to, but I never did.
I played it a couple of years. I won one, and then I just
I honestly
wasn't even
don't know.
close.
I don't even know anybody that ever ran one, to be honest. I don't think I can think of. I actually did one.
My son did one last year with the police department. They had one, and he came in second.
What's
So it's got to be I-12 where it spills at, not on 55.
up, JDS? How's it going, man?
JDS.
That's what you do when you go, Daryl. You eat 4 plates. Damn right.
The finger foods are dangerous because you don't fill you up and there's no calories in it.
Well, that depends on what kind of finger foods too.
Now,
A
finger
bunch of
foods don't
deep,
count for food.
bunch of deep fried shit. It will.
No, that still don't count. It's still finger foods.
The only time you really don't eat when you go to a really nice party or something or an event is if it's like one of those, black tie events. You got to be in
Yeah.
like then you want to be careful eating anything because you don't want to get nothing on your soup.
Yep.
It's best just to stay away from the finger foods.
Yesterday they had the dinner they made was pot roast with mashed potatoes. And then the other dad and the mom brought over a cheesecake that was covered with like fruit.
Uh-huh.
And everybody ate a piece. I'm sitting there and they said, "You want a piece?" I said, "No, thanks." Did not eat a piece.
Sarah made a
Didn't
cake
want
last night for me for Father's Day, and she came in and let me try a little bite of it, and I never had any more of it. So, I just don't really like. I'm not a huge cake fan.
it. In the middle of the cheesecake, they had 3 blackberries about that big that were like 3 areas of it, and nobody liked the blackberries, so they kind of clicked them off to the side and went over there and I noticed them. They had just like taken them off and left them in with the pie.
What's up, Corey?
I ate the 3 blackberries.
Corey.
Corey, what's up?
Good morning, Keisho. That's Warren, right?
Yeah, Akarashi. Yeah.
Yeah, Dennis Lovelady says a Kirsho.
Curacao.
And he's always over in that area, so I'm thinking that might be close to the pronunciation.
Paul, you might want to refresh your chat because he hasn't been in the chat for over an hour.
Yeah.
Warren.
No, he saw JDS say it, probably.
Yeah, he's been gone for like an hour. He said later, like an hour ago.
Yeah.
Guess he
Been a
had
while.
dog shit. He said something about dog shit. I'm assuming the dog shit on his floor.
Maybe the dog had to go take a shit. You better let Boone out before he does.
Why, has he been pooping on the floor a lot?
No, he won't let him out because he dug that hole.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Well, Boone's out right now,
Oh, good.
so I have to get up periodically, make sure he's not over digging again.
You don't have a camera there?
Not around behind the where he dug.
I guess you got to put another one up, huh?
Yep.
Not much. Still waiting for them to fix my desktop. It said 7 to 10 days.
No, don't put a camera up. It's good. You need that walk. Need to make you get up and walk every
Let's
once in
hope
a while.
so.
Joe, you are a funny guy. You know that.
Telling you. I'm just being factual. We lost Lance.
And I know it's going to be the dumbest shit, Corey. Watch. Be like a loose cable or something. Well, at least you don't have to spend the money to fix it.
Johnny bought him a AMS for the bamboo he's got to
Uh-huh.
do the colors. And yesterday he texted me he's got a coming from China, it looks like a package from UPS, right? And he said, maybe that's the V-Copter Mini. And I said, he said, 'cause I don't know what I have coming in. Then he said, wait, I got that AMS coming. I wonder if it could be coming from China. It's probably what it is.
I mean, I don't know. Bamboo does have a US location though. Because when you look up their website, it does come up as bamboo.us.
Yeah, I saw that. So I
So
don't
they
know what
must
he's
have
got coming in.
they might have a US warehouse or something somewhere here in the States. I don't know, where's the V copter being put together at in China?
Yeah. I didn't get a notification, but I'm not signed into a UPS account. He's signed into one because he's got one. I've got one, but I just don't sign into it. I figured they would notify me, or I'd say I got a package coming, at least, with the informed delivery.
I got a FedEx, UPS, post office account. And then they always alert me in my email whether I have a package coming.
Yeah, it
And
says
then
I got a package coming.
But I don't ever check the email. I'll just say, it'll say that I got a package coming, then I just go straight to the site, check it. Double check
Well,
it.
I got 2 mail pieces coming today, and it says 1 package.
Oh, that's the post office, the shit they tell you what you're getting in the mail that day.
Yeah, informed delivery, and it says I got
Yeah.
1 package.
The informed delivery is horrible about telling you what package it is. It
Does
doesn't
it
ever give
does
you
it
a
tell you who
description.
sent it or no?
Sometimes.
Yeah, but it's see, like with the informed delivery thing, Paul, they'll take a picture of like all the envelopes, junk mail, anything that's
Yeah.
coming in your mailbox. They'll take a picture of it, so you'll see exactly what it is. With the packages, it's hit or miss. Sometimes you
Okay.
don't get anything. You won't get any description. It'll just say you have a package coming. But yeah, anybody can sign up for it. It's free. And you'll be able to see what's coming in the mail every day.
Well, I got a tracking number, so let me look at the file from that. Yeah, I got one coming in today. See if it's coming from the same place.
What I like about informed deliveries, if you're waiting on
Mhm.
something,
Mine's coming out of New York, so I don't know what the hell it is.
you get a photo at like 6 or 7 o'clock in the morning, real early, so you'll be able to see what you're getting, and you don't have to sit around and
Oh, I
wait
know what
for
this is.
something to come in the mail.
I know what this is. This is 2 shirts, 2 caps, and a beanie. I ordered through Queensboro because it's coming out of Queens, New York. It's Queensboro. It's the new logo embroidered on some polo shirts.
Oh, you had some merch made.
Yeah, that's what mine is.
Oh.
Yeah, I got 2 polo shirts, 2 hats made, and a beanie. And it cost me like about $114.
It's not bad.
Yeah. And they couldn't do the whole logo the way I wanted it because it was just it's got too much in it. I knew that. So it's just the eagle holding the Neo in its mouth and holding the Mavic 3. And then it's got USA on the top and Drone Flyer on the bottom.
Well, I'll say that's not a bad price as long as the stuff is good quality.
Well, it's good quality because I've got stuff I bought 2 years ago I still have in the back and they look still new.
You didn't get the old man looking beanies, did you?
What do you
Ones
mean?
that roll up,
No, I got just a regular beanie.
or did you get like the snowboarding or skateboarding type beanies that just pull straight down over your head?
No. Just the
Lance
regular
is
ones.
back again.
Probably the ones that roll up. I'll show you one. I got one back here. Watch out.
Lance is back in the classroom.
Back in the classroom last week.
Like this.
Okay.
See, that's the one I did from them before. Like that. The new one's gonna be a little different.
How'd you
And I
pick it
changed
up?
the color. I got gray last time, so it wouldn't get as dirty.
Okay, those ain't
And
bad looking though. I mean,
this year I got it's a blue.
I was thinking more of the yarny looking ones from back in the day, you know?
Yeah.
No, that's not a bad looking one.
Yeah, that's what that might be what it is. I thought they came out of North Carolina though. The only reason I'm saying Queens is because it's Queensboro and it's coming from Queens, New York. I don't know if that's something. I don't think it's it.
Just look at
I'm
it
gonna go
as a
look at them.
surprise. You get to be
'Cause I
surprised
think-
later.
Yeah, I might. Because last thing I remember, they said it was in production. Production was the 16th. That's what I thought they said, which would be today. But they got it out early.
You're gonna find out it's that new dishwasher your daughter ordered with your Lowe's card.
Right.
That Home Depot card.
Let me go see. Order history. It says in production, so that ain't unless they didn't update. It didn't say shipped. It says estimated. It said estimate. Okay. Your estimated delivery date is 6/18. So maybe it was shipped, and they just didn't update it.
Yeah, it wouldn't be till Wednesday. Yeah, but the post office isn't the most accurate with their shipping dates either.
Well, that's on their site.
But sometimes, like they told me I had a package that wasn't going to be here till the 19th. And all of a sudden I got it like 3 days ago. You know?
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? It wasn't supposed to be here till the end of this week.
Yeah, the reason I bought them, there was two of the two polos, one of the beanies, and two of the regular hats, and the normal price is 180. The discounts I had in there got it down to 115. That's why I did it. That'll give me a newer shirt. Even though I've got that other shirt that I just had made with Johnny, I wanted to have a couple of polos just to wear instead of having a red, white, and blue shirt on when I'm out there. If I go to like, I want to wear it just during the day, you know?
What's up, Mark?
So, Mark,
Hi, Joe, Justin, Paul,
Yeah.
and everybody else that I've already said hello to in the chat.
where's Giggles at?
In the chat.
Yeah, I know. I
Oh,
see
there's TJ. What's up, TJ?
So Mark, I had Hovland and Hatton, and that was enough. And then I also had Lurie. That was enough for me to win it. Won it by about $1 million in purse money.
Yeah. Yeah. Hovland did well for getting third.
The nice thing is Burns. A guy had Burns, and I was afraid he was going to win it all, and then I wasn't going to win.
He just fell apart, didn't he?
That standing water really shook him.
Mm.
And he kind of complained about it. They showed it on TV. He kind of complained about it after he hit it and was walking away. And then the guys on the Golf Channel said, "Oh, he was such a outstanding competitor not to complain about that, and took it like a man." And in this press conference, I didn't see the press conference, but he was not happy after he hit it
Does
with
he need a
the
TV for?
judge's ruling.
Well, I mean, that's it. Standing water's a free drop, no matter what.
Why does TJ need a TV, JDS?
But I didn't see his press conference, so I need to go back and find it.
Yeah, no, I didn't see it either.
Oh, I see up at the top. Okay. I missed that comment. Hold on. My TV ain't working right now. I have no sound, no picture. It's pissing me off. TJ, did you try a different cable perhaps?
We've got the sound and no picture. Could be that the HDMI lead has come loose.
Yeah, I didn't see his comment up there, JDS. I missed it. I mean, all he has to do is go to Walmart, bro. He can find all kinds of TVs for cheap. I mean, they're just cheap all the time now. You can go to Walmart, probably find a 50, 55 inch for a few $100. Yeah, try some different cables, TJ. Make sure your power cord didn't partially come out, anything like that. It's not getting any power. I don't know if there's any lights on the TV, but
Well, no, he said he's got sound but no picture, so it must be on.
okay. So yeah, I would just check the HDMI.
Yeah.
Let's try switching it to another HDMI port. Maybe that port's just going out. Could be just that single port. If that don't work,
That is
try a
the
different cable.
That is, of course, assuming he is using cable and it has got HDMI on it. He's not using normal TV with a coax aerial, is he?
No, that wouldn't. No. I think knowing TJ, he's probably got either cable or some kind of Roku box or something. But what you would use HDMI for both of those.
Yeah, you would.
But yeah, I mean, if he wants a new TV, just go to Walmart, bro. You can find all kinds of good deals there. And you can go on their site, go on Walmart's site while you're in the store, and if they have that same TV on the website for cheaper, and it's in stock, it has to be in stock, you can have them price match it right there in the store for you, for the online price.
And if you listen to Lance, you can tell him that you are supposed to get staff discount.
But I mean, TVs, those are one of those things that just, they're cheap all the time now. They just become so cheap. I mean, y'all know 20 years ago, a 55-inch would have ran you a shit ton of money.
Oh yeah,
Couple $1,000 easy.
my first 55-inch cost me £1,000. What,
Yeah, that's
11?
what I'm,
Yeah.
so I'm saying. I've seen Walmart with 55-inch TVs for like $350 right out the door.
Yeah, I think my last one was 400, and that is so much thinner and lighter. Plus, the original one wasn't a smart TV either at that time.
Walmart here was carrying a 70-inch, I think it was the Vizio. Was it a Vizio? Might have been a TCL. I can't
Never heard
remember
of
what
either.
brand. Vizio's a big brand. That was one of China's like biggest TV manufacturers. I think they were Chinese, Vizio. But they got them in Australia because Dominic's talked about them before.
Oh, they might be the ones they've got in the Philippines. Hmm.
But I think that's the brand that Walmart just bought. Because Walmart did just buy one of the big brands they'd been selling. Okay, no. It's actually was an American company, but has used third-party factories in China for manufacture. Okay, I didn't know that.
Oh, tariffs.
Okay, so it was going to get bought out by a Chinese company, but the deal fell through. I thought I could have swore that was a Chinese company. I guess not. And then yeah, Walmart did buy Vizio out, so they own them now. Yeah, but I think it was a 70-inch Vizio. They had it for like $550. That's super cheap for a TV that size. And Vizio's pretty good TVs. I've never really had an issue with those. They've always seemed to last. I guess that was a good buy for Walmart then, I guess.
I think later in the year, after I start getting my other pension, I might just consider upgrading to something like a 70-inch.
Yeah, there's nothing like a brand new, nice new TV with a shiny screen. Oh,
this one's only a year old.
just test the TV before you leave the store, though. All I'm gonna say. With those big TVs, we always would open them up and turn them on and plug them in, make sure there were nothing wrong with them when they left. Because it's easier to do that than them having to bring it back. You do a return on it, having to open it, check everything, put it in claims, It's much easier just to do that initial check on the TV before the person takes off with it.
Oh, yeah.
But I loved when these people used to show up in like show up in a fucking smart car or a Mini Coupe and wanting to buy a 70-inch TV and then trying to figure out how they're going to get it in the car.
It's called a roof rack.
Oh, they would ask us to tie it down. Nope, we're not allowed to. You gotta tie that shit down yourself. once you go around that corner, that TV goes sliding off the top of that car. It ain't our fault.
Good morning, Council on Aging, this is Jeanette.
Jeanette, I called in 3 weeks ago about having somebody come out and clean my gutters out, and I haven't heard a word from anybody.
TJ, try taking the HDMI out in the back and plug it into the other HDMI port. Your TV should have at least two of them.
Uh-huh.
The only TVs that usually only have one are the real small TVs. Little 19-inch or 27-inch TVs. Something like that. If that doesn't work, TJ, just go to Walmart and get you a new TV. You're making that big manager money now.
It doesn't feel right. I'm sat here eating a sausage sandwich with no dog begging for some of it. It don't feel right.
Yeah, now I don't know when you're eating because then it's all quiet. So you always knew if Matt Mark was snacking.
Yeah.
Yeah, just look on the back of your TV, TJ. If it's a 42-inch or bigger, it should have a second HDMI port. But yeah. Or he's saying, I don't think so to the manager money. Uh-huh.
Hey, Justin, they had breaking news overnight. Slidell Police Department, the one that didn't hire Justin, went to a domestic and the guy started shooting at the police.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So that could have been Justin out there.
Yeah.
If
And
anything,
he should be
TJ,
at
at
the
least,
police department being interviewed right now in New Bern.
if anything, TJ, just at least head up to Walmart and look. Come on the panel real quick.
He's got to put your pants on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Make sure
take
you
your,
have pants on, TJ.
He's mad he can't get his porn pulled up on the TV.
take your camera over to your TV.
He's like, I can't do this just by sound. I need picture. I need to see the penetration.
Ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh, ah. That's from a song. What song is that from? Come on now. I bet you Mudball would know.
And then one thing you could, you're not getting any picture love. Fuck. Let's say you could do a factory reset, but you're going to need to be able to see that menu to do that.
Okay, everybody in the chat, tell me what that song is. Starts off with going, ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh.
I have no idea.
That's the beginning of a song. Tell me what it is.
Like the beginning of a lot of Pornhub videos.
I'll give everybody 3 minutes.
I don't watch them Pornhub hub shows.
Oh, you
Never
should.
said it
They're
was
awesome.
porn. I said it's from a song.
No,
Yeah.
I said that
Big
sounds
song.
like the
Big song
beginning
in
of
the day.
many of those videos.
Yeah, like a Pornhub video.
Ah,
No,
Ooh,
nothing to do with porn.
I don't
That
know.
was a song that was very big in its day.
I don't know.
I'm
You got
thinking
3
of-
minutes.
I'm thinking of music around your guys' era, the 1940s. Who was popular back then?
1940s, yeah. Might have been the 20s.
It's either 80s or 90s.
Let me ask Google.
Big artist too.
What song starts with ooh ah?
It's only twice. Just ooh, ah.
Starts with Me by
Ooh,
Toby Mac.
You hear it 6 sounds before he starts saying the name of the song. Come on. There you go, JDS. You got it. Sam Cooke, Chain Gang.
Oh,
So that's
yeah.
the sound of the men working on Chain
Milky
Gang.
Chain Gang. Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, it was pretty good, JDS.
Oh, it's a penis. Remove it. Oh, never mind. It's like,
It's a Lance.
Sam Cooke. That was a number. Might have been a number one hit.
Lance has been getting some sun. He looks all sunned out pretty good.
In that case, that's 50s, isn't it?
It's beautiful here in the Pacific Northwest. Beautiful.
Really, I've never heard that before.
Yeah.
and funny, none of his cameras outside work though. Time he goes outside, his cameras just stop working. Rainy, cold, and it feels like shit outside right now.
July 26, 1960
Oh, yeah.
is when it was released. It was the highest it ever got in the Billboard 100 was number 2. Rhythm and Blues side 2. Singles chart in the UK was number 9.
Here comes Giggles.
Yeah, you
Let
heard.
me ask,
That's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
Hey.
That's pretty good.
TJ, did you try the other HDMI port? Oh, never mind. He done lost his
Buddy.
shit.
That's pretty good. I need to see the
Hey,
penetration.
TJ, don't get Paul started. We don't want to go see World this morning. 3 people dropped out, Paul.
TJ,
Welcome to Studio B in the Childish Hour with Paul Murray.
well, that's all I had back then. JDS was radio when you were a kid.
Yep.
I barely were getting into black and white TV.
Yeah, I remember that song. That was a good song on the radio.
Is he still laughing?
He's
Jonathan.
on a roll.
Hey, Jonathan. And every time TJ comes on, Paul reverts back to being a kid. Look. It's the childish moment. Yeah, Paul. If Paul did that, he could have a separate channel for kids.
I know JD's sitting there. I'd kick your young ass if you were sitting in front of me right now.
My heart.
I'll be back when that's over.
So, Joe,
But
I flew my wife's elementary school playground for the first time on Sunday.
okay.
And
I thought you were going to say you flew your wife. I said, "Whoa, don't show that."
they have some pretty good play toys. The playground equipment.
Oh, now you're talking about your wife and play. Oh, change the channel. Ooh, ah, ooh.
Megan had that stuck in your head all day.
Yeah, I'm gonna kill that. I'm gonna kill Paul's camera in a minute.
You can,
Paul's gonna laugh so hard he's gonna forget he took his Ducalax. Gonna shit all over himself.
TJ.
That put TJ in another stage. Look.
TJ, take a breath, bro. Good
When
God.
TJ has a heart attack and falls out, I'm gonna blame Paul.
Oh my God.
I'm leaving. I'll be back.
Oh, that's funny. Oh, that's pretty good. Oh, that's pretty good. Oh, that's funny. That's funny.
Breathe into a brown paper bag.
Fucking blow a hole in the bag the way he laughing. There he
He
goes.
started him
Look.
again.
Dude,
Blow the bottom of the bag out.
dude, he
Get
like,
a big bag and just put it over your head.
oh, now you're trying to kill
Hey, Paul, go get your big bag, put it over your head.
him.
Make sure it's plastic.
Oh my god! Oh my goodness!
TJ needs to stay away from bags.
And Paul.
That's pretty good.
Hey, DJ, was that pretty good?
Oh my god.
That's funny. That's pretty good.
Come on, calm down, TJ. You've got a TV to sort out.
Yeah, did you try the other port?
There isn't another thing. Like,
What size is
I
it?
literally pulled my TV out, and there's nothing. Like, there's just like.
Well, some of it's gonna probably be underneath, and some of it will be on the side of the TV.
Let me switch up. I'm gonna switch over to my phone.
Yeah, that way you can show us.
Yeah.
Because some of the plugs will be underneath the TV, and then some will be up on the side.
Well, some on the back and some on the side, yeah.
Yeah. You might not just be seeing them.
But mine's got 4 HDMI ports on it, 2 USBs, and an RCA.
That should be cheated.
Oh, all right, hold on. All right, let me set this thing down. All right, so let me turn my camera around.
DJ,
All right, so there's no
his phone.
Okay, go to the back of the TV.
There's sound, but there's no picture.
Okay, go to the back of the TV.
So there's the plug. It's plugged in the wall. Everything here is plugged in.
Okay, where's the HDMI port?
And
There you go.
then there's this one like little cable in the back.
That's an audio optical cable.
Yeah.
Okay, look where the HDMI port cable is right there on the side of the TV. The one that's plugged in the side of the TV.
Oh, this one right here?
Yeah, you got multiple ones right there. Just unplug it, plug it into one of the other ones, and then switch it on the TV, whichever one you plug it in. Go in, or see if the TV pops on. He's not gonna be able to go in the menu unless he's got an input button on that TV.
No.
You know the basic thing that we should say to do first, just in case, is have you tried doing the brightness control on the remote to see if someone's turned it all the way down?
That's if his remote has that.
Well, the thing of it is
most
are
likely
you
he's-
getting audio out of it, TJ?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
getting audio, but no picture.
Yeah, because your audio's running through that optical cable, not
Unplug
through
that
the
other one and
HDMI.
plug it right back in the same socket again.
TJ, unplug that optical lead and see if you've still got audio.
The optical lead?
Yeah.
It's the flat one on the side. It's got several other places you can plug it in.
Yeah, it's that one right there in front of you.
No, the optical lead only has one place normally.
No, unplug it from the TV, not the box.
No, I just unplugged the optical one, and there's still no.
Have you still got sound?
Yeah.
Hey?
You still have sound?
Yeah, I still have sound.
Right, so it's not the optical.
In many ways, it is a tremendous
The brightness turned down?
mechanism.
It looks like he's got a cable box, so he's going to be using a cable remote. It probably doesn't have that on it.
Hey, Lance, you notice the shift in the world paradigm today?
No.
Paul was giving tech advice to TJ.
Ah, oh,
Do you have any menu buttons or anything on that TV, or is it just a power button?
Just the power button. I tried turning it off and turning it back on, but it's still not.
Okay, your other option would be get another HDMI cable.
Yeah.
And try that. If that doesn't work, then your TV's probably something's fucked up on the inside of it.
TV's fried, yep.
But it
It's
ain't
not
worth
showing a
fixing,
picture.
I'll tell you that.
No
Say
picture.
what?
Get another HDMI cable. Do you have an extra one laying around somewhere?
No.
I do. I got like 500 of those damn things.
Yeah.
Look at that. Looks like Paul's room. Look at the back of that TV. Look like Paul's under his desk.
Mine's like, I mean, at least I don't have any on the floor right there laying down. But man, this shit's pissing me off, man. I hate when shit breaks or whatever.
May not be broke. Well, there's a question. When you take HDMI out, it might just have, like, might not be on input. You might have the input set wrong.
No, it's on the right input.
I would change another input, see if anything else works, whether you can just get a picture on the screen at all.
Yeah, there's no picture on the screen, so I can't see anything.
But that's the whole thing. You need to find out the input because you might have it set on.
I was pressing the guide button, and there's nothing coming up on the screen.
But if you got it coming in from a wrong input, where there's nothing coming in.
You have the other controller for the TVs down there. You got the controller for the cable.
oh, yeah. Paul's giving advice again.
The guide will be on the cable box, so it'll still be coming through the HDMI lead.
Have you tried resetting, because I'm reading up on it right now, and it's usually a video signal problem with LGs. So it says to reset your cable box as well, because it might not be outputting the signal correctly. Have you tried resetting the cable box, unplugging it, plugging it back in? Like completely reset your cable box.
Is there a reset button on it?
No, you just power it down.
Just pull the power cable out of the back of the cable box.
Yeah,
not your internet. Yeah, pull it out for about 30 seconds to plug it back in. It could be the same.
So I just unplugged it.
Okay, and just wait about another 15 seconds to plug it back in.
Do I need to unplug this too?
No, just as long as the box doesn't have power, you're fine. And then try plugging back in. It could just not be.
Should I turn the cable box off and then?
No.
No, the cable box shouldn't have any power.
I mean,
what power cord did you pull out for that big black box, right?
Yeah, this one. Then I have that one over there with the antenna.
No. That's for your internet. That's not going to affect it. All right, go ahead and plug it back in. And we'll see if it does. If anything comes up. I said it could just be your cable box not outputting the signal correctly.
And that's what I'm saying. If you took the HDMI out, if the TV's got a picture, it's going to show something. At least white. Well, it's going to take a second for it to reboot.
Did you turn the cable box back on? You might have to hit the power button on it since you unplugged it.
Should I just turn it off completely on the front of it?
No, is it turned on the front? Oh, okay. Just let it boot up for a minute. We'll see.
Should I just turn the power button off?
No, leave it on.
No.
Let it power up.
Reboot.
You unplugged it, it's going to power back up.
I mean,
Personally, I don't think the TV's getting the right power.
The only other thing it would be is it would either be his cable box isn't outputting the signal, something fucked up on that. The TV video is fucked up, or that cable. It's only can be one of those three
I
things.
mean, then there's this thing.
The top of the draw will face.
No, don't worry about that. That's just part of your internet.
That one. That's,
Internet boxes don't have nothing to do with that.
This raw per patch always a danger.
It's either the cable box, it's the video cable, or it's his TV.
Well, I just unplugged this from the back of the.
The way you could figure it out for free.
Now, what?
It's calling-
Wait, hold on a minute. You got it unplugged again?
Yeah.
The only
Why is it
thing
unplugged again?
you don't need to unplug it again, just plug it back in. Just leave it plugged in.
Yeah,
I
'cause it
think
takes
it's
about
either-
2 minutes to boot up.
The way you could have somebody come out and test it for sure is call your cable company. Just tell them you're not getting any picture. Let the guy come out and he'll be able to diagnose exactly
Something
what's
wrong with your box, and if it's a bad box, he'll replace it.
If it's
Yeah,
a bad
they'll
cable,
tell you
he'll
over the phone
replace
whether
it.
the box is bad.
Yeah, I mean, I
saying-
don't think my TV, like I said, there's sound but no picture.
Right, but if you can get your cable technician to come out there, he'll test the cable, he'll test the box, and if you can rule those two out, then he'll let you know it's just your TV. It ain't gonna cost you anything to call your cable company and tell them you need
They'll
a
come
tech
out
to
and
come
do
out.
it. Yep.
They don't charge you for that.
Let me see what happens because I just unplugged the thing. So it's. I
Because
guess
you don't want to go out and buy a
the
new
cable box is
TV.
literally like rebooting right now.
But like I'm saying, you
Yeah,
don't want
let
to
it
go out and
reboot.
buy a new TV if the box is fucked, you know?
Yeah.
So if you get that guy out there, he'll be able to narrow it down and tell you exactly what's wrong.
Hey,
He says it's the
DJ,
TV, there ain't no need to do.
let's see the remote control that comes with the TV. Does it have a button that says selecting inputs?
No, it's just a
No,
basic.
that's your cable box. The other one. The other remote.
He's talking about the remote that actually came with the TV,
This
not
one.
your cable remote.
Does it have inputs?
Well, your controller should say LG on it if that's an LG TV.
There's LG. Up on the top.
I mean, there's an input button like right here.
Oh, press it. See what
Press it,
HDMI
see what
is
happens.
on. Switch between the HDMIs. Could
I
just be
can't-
on the wrong.
I can't see anything.
Okay, it's definitely it's got to be the TV then if you can't even see the menus.
Is your brightness turned down on your TV?
That's what I just said before. Yeah.
How old's the TV?
Fuck if I know.
That tells you a lot.
Well, how old do you think it is? How long do you think you've had it?
I've had it for a while.
What's your definition of a while? How many years? Put it in years.
I don't know, Paul. I have no idea.
Did you have that TV when you moved into the house?
My mom bought it for me.
Right.
Have her check her Visa bill.
Your mom might have bought an extended warranty on it.
She probably did.
Normally, to turn the brightness down on a TV, though, you'd have to go through a couple menus to get to that. And I don't know if it would turn it so low you wouldn't be able to see it at all. But if you can't see anything by pushing anything on the controller, that means it's the TV that's fucked.
Well, the thing of it is, when he physically powers down the television itself, it will automatically come on and say, you know, give you something in the corner of the screen.
Or when you power a TV on, it should say the logo.
Yep.
Okay, the,
If you're
the
not
other
seeing
question
that
we
at
have
all.
on that,
Yeah, I'm not even seeing the logo on it.
then that's the TV then. It's got to
right,
be
does
the
it have a
TV.
setup button on the remote too? The one for the TV?
The other remote, yep.
I don't think so.
There might even be find out the model number of that TV. You might even have a reset button on the TV you can press in.
Yeah, sometimes there is a hole in the back of the telly that
Oh,
you
don't start
stick
sticking
in.
things into holes though. I fucking break
There's
something.
an LG remote right there.
But that's what I'm saying is, I don't think it would be a brightness issue because it shouldn't be going so dim that you can't see the damn screen. But if he can't even see the logo when he turns the TV on, it's got to be the TV 100%. The cable
Yeah,
box and that HDMI cord would not be affecting that.
I just turned it off and turned it back on, and
Yeah, you might just need to get a new TV, to be honest.
not there's sound, but still no picture.
Yeah, and like I said, when you normally turn the TV on, it will say LG, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're not,
to be sure, just like Justin says, call the cable company. They'll come out.
no, I'm 100% positive
Yeah,
at
if
this
it's not
point.
if when you
It's the
turn it on, you
TV.
don't see LG.
Yeah,
When I
it's the
turn mine
TV.
on, it comes out and says Sony.
I'm 100% positive it's that TV that's fucked up.
But there might be, like I said, there might be a reset button where it could be just something glitched, and he might just be able to press reset and boot it, start off from the
Hold on.
beginning. See if there's a reset button on the TV.
This season.
Why do you have an audio cable
David,
plugged into the
David's
back of your TV?
messaging me and asking if I have another cable. I said the same. That's the same question you asked me, Justin. But I don't have one.
Well, tell him you don't have one. Say no.
As a qualifier, got to the
Yeah, you can do a factory reset, but you have to do it through the menus, which you can't see.
Yeah, because I can't see my fucking TV.
And a soft reset is just unplugging it and plugging it back in. So there's no actual
Unplug
physical.
unplug the TV for 30 seconds and plug it back in.
I just
works.
did that, Joe, and it's
Okay, TJ, calm
You
down.
did the
We're just
cable
trying to help
box. You
you.
didn't do the TV.
Paul, calm down. Paul, I mean, TJ, calm down.
We're just trying to help you. Calm down. I know you're frustrated.
Hasn't been able to do that much. So between
Hey TJ, was it the cable box you unplugged or the TV?
First it was the TV, then it was the cable box.
Okay.
Hey, TJ, can I ask a question?
What?
Do you have another TV in the house, and is it working?
Yeah, there's one upstairs, but she's
Okay.
sleeping. She's sleeping.
That would tell you whether or not your cable is actually working.
And that
Oh,
would
no,
also
no, no,
have
I'm
an
telling you, it
HDMI
is-
cable. That
I
would
am
also have an HDMI cable that you can take for a minute.
It's definitely
Yeah.
that TV. 100%.
Yeah, it's the TV.
There's something wrong with the video input in that TV. It's not something on the board
Everything
probably
else is
fried.
working except for the TV, I guess. My
Yeah,
mom
something-
was telling me like the way to figure out the size is measure it from corner to corner.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's how you tell how big it is.
From bottom corner to top corner.
What?
Of the
So
screen.
you measure from this
Diagonally.
corner to that corner.
No,
Across.
diagonally.
So
Diagonally.
like this from the top corner to
Yep.
to the
Exactly.
bottom.
That's how you measure it, and you'll be able to
Looks
tell.
looks like a 42.
Yeah, just get you a tape measure real quick and measure it.
Use your foot.
I know what I'd use.
If you've got another TV upstairs, has that not got an HDMI cable in it?
Yeah, but his wife's sleeping right now, so he doesn't want to go up there. And...
She always fucking sleeps.
Hey, Lance, I know what I'd use. I just have to
Tell
unfold
yourself,
it.
TJ.
Always fucking
That
sleeping.
third leg.
Yeah.
I've never seen somebody sleep so much as she does. It's so
All
fucking
right.
aggravating.
All right, calm yourself.
Take a
Jesus
deep
Christ.
breath. Time to giggle.
I don't like mean TJ, all right?
Don't tell her that, TJ, for God's sake.
Every time I turn around, she's fucking sleeping. Like, why the fuck does she sleep?
Probably
I've
because
never
she's.
seen somebody.
And it is early morning over there still, isn't it? Ish.
No, it's 10, almost 11 o'clock.
10:46 a.m.
Yeah,
That's early.
that's early for Mark because he has to get out of bed till 2 o'clock.
No, I was up early this morning. I got
Measure.
up
I hate when my mom put. Well, I mean, I can understand, but it's kind of annoying. It's like, there's people out there that don't even have a TV.
How does she sound?
She says, "There's
just like
people
his
out
wife.
there that don't even have a TV."
There you go. TJ's back.
That sounds a lot like your wife.
Yeah, that too.
What would
TJ,
your
I
wife
take it
say?
you're having a hard time finding something to measure the TV.
Yes,
I found a tape
Do
measure.
you have a regular ruler where you could just go 1, 2, 3?
No, I don't have a regular. Well, I have a one of those ones that I have a level.
Well, does the level have inches
Yeah.
on it?
Quite often it does.
Yeah, usually there is.
Or it's usually a 3-foot level.
See, I have a level, but this one doesn't have.
Oh, it doesn't have anything
Put it on
on
the
it.
ground. Let us look at it.
Yeah,
The whole
lay it
thing.
down so
This
we
is
can
gonna
see
be a
it.
3-foot level.
See, there's no measurements on
Get-
this
get
one.
it- show us the whole thing.
Put it down so we can see the whole thing.
Someone make his screen big.
Tell you what, TJ, what shoe size are you?
That's a 3-foot.
That's a
3
3-foot.
level.
Okay, you
Looks
should
like
be
it.
able to go corner to corner on that TV.
And
I
then
have there's another level somewhere, but I don't know where the hell it is.
TJ, you need to organize it a little better.
Yeah, and he needs a toolbox.
you need
That's
to
your
go
next
over to
project.
Paul's house and see how he does it, TJ.
I had a damn tape measure in this tool bag right here. I don't know where the fuck it is.
Is it one in your sewing kit?
Sewing kit.
Yeah, you usually get one of those.
Yeah, usually you got a paper
like
one in the sewing
yeah.
kit for
Yeah, one
getting
of those.
like a waist size and that kind of thing.
Yeah, those are usually like a couple, like a yardstick. They'll be like a yard long.
Out of this damn tool bag so I can organize it better so I can find shit in here. Good Lord.
JDS said, just get the hammer.
Yeah, I saw that.
I bet TJ's got one of those tool bags with just random shit.
Yeah, it does.
It's like a bunch of tools too he'd never use.
I got like 2 fucking drills in here. I got a couple of flashlights. I got a couple of hammers in here.
Here comes Jonathan.
Jesus Christ. Damn it.
Good morning, Jonathan.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. TJ,
Jonathan.
leave that TV alone, man. You done got mad at your mama. You done got mad at your wife behind that TV. Just leave the TV alone. Just
Man,
put it down.
I was cursing up a storm this morning.
Hey, you
Look,
doing it now.
I found my fucking tape measure.
Okay, all right. All right.
Yeah, Jonathan, I don't like mean TJ. He's mean.
TJ, leave the TV alone. Plus, you ain't
Dude,
watching TV
I
right
was
now.
Dude, I was
You wanna-
throwing a tantrum earlier this morning, man, and my neighbor texted me and says, "Relax, man, relax."
The whole neighborhood heard you.
Yeah, pretty much.
Look, you ain't about to watch TV right now. Right now, you on with Paul and friends. Don't even worry about the TV.
Okay, upper left corner to the bottom right corner of the screen.
I don't know how this is gonna work because
What are y'all measuring the TV?
Yeah.
Well, your mom
Why?
wanted to know how big it was? Or
I'm not sure
yeah,
why.
so,
You know,
his mom's probably replacing the TV. That's probably why. She wants to know how big it is.
Tell her it's 85. Tell her
Yeah,
it's
so
85.
yeah, just tell her it's a 120-inch TV.
Yeah.
Just get the biggest one they got at Best Buy. Tell her.
I don't know. I guess it's like a
50 inch?
I guess so.
All right, tell her it's a 60.
That's an older TV.
52. 52.
No, they made a 50 because I've got one.
Oh,
Yeah.
they made all weird sizes, dude. I've seen like 28-inch TVs, 29.5-inch TVs. Like they'll do halves on them.
Yeah.
David said it's a 49-inch.
say 55.
49.
Okay.
Well, it depends if you're counting the bezel or not.
I think it's a 50.
Okay. About how long does that look like it's going to be?
I think what it is, TJ, is your mom's probably going to replace it. She just wants to know what size you were using.
4 weeks. Okay. All right. Just. I
Hey,
didn't,
so
I didn't know.
Because that'd be
And
the only
other
reason
question
she'd
I
be
have,
asking
Heather,
you
is,
what size it is.
If she's
the
checking to
gal
see
that
what
came
size
out
it is,
and
what
cleaned
you
my
need to
bathroom,
measure is the
she
size
says,
of what
'cause
you
I
got
got a
it
couple
sitting
of
on. The
stains in the
table you got it
carpeting in the
sitting on,
living room.
TJ, measure that.
She says that you
Measure
all
what?
provide carpet cleaning.
Get you a measuring tape, not a leveler, and measure the size of the stand that the TV is sitting on. That way you know how much space you got.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay, I'll add you to the list.
Yeah, because your TV's not even sitting on it. You just got it sitting down on the.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, it's just like on a.
Thanks for your patience.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
Bye.
It's just like on this wooden thing, and then there's a sheet of glass on top of it.
Right. Measure that sheet of glass.
It don't matter if it's bigger than a sheet of glass, so long as there's nothing either side of what it's on.
Yeah, but
Well,
you don't
see,
want to
the-
hang it off because it'll get knocked off easily like that.
Well, see, TVs, they used to come with the center stands, and
So-
then they started putting the feet on them, and
Yeah.
now you have to have bigger entertainment centers to accommodate them.
Right.
I think it's like
Use-
42
42 inches.
42
All
inches.
right, so you want you a 40?
Yeah. Well, no, that's a 50-inch TV then, because a 50-inch TV is 30 by 40. And 50 diagonally.
I mean, yeah, you can put a 50 on there. It'll be just barely hanging off the sides, but
Well, that would also give them an extra 2 inches too, an inch on either side.
yeah.
Plus the feet usually sit about 3-4 inches in on the TV.
In on each side. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
there, some of them could be right on the edge, and then some can be a little bit in. But see, like I said, with the older TVs, when they had the center stands, they were a lot easier because you didn't have to have a big, massive ass entertainment center to hold it.
Yeah, that's probably what I'll end up doing. Just call Xfinity or whatever and tell them or whatever.
I don't think you need to be honest. I think it's a TV.
Could have been Justin last night if he was hired at Slidell.
I'm 100% positive, TJ, it's your TV.
But
You're
that's
not
weird,
getting
though.
the LG logo. Nothing's coming up on it.
That's weird because, I mean, there's sound, but there's no picture. I mean, the TV upstairs is working.
Right, but on the
Your
motherboard of
picture
that
tube is
TV, you're
gone,
gonna
man. Your tube is blown. Your picture tube is blown.
yeah, because you're
That's why
gonna
you're
have
still getting audio but no video.
Video
right
color.
because you
No
have
tubes
on.
on TV anymore, Jonathan.
No, but what I'm saying is on the
What's going
motherboard,
on, man?
there's
You
going to be
all right?
an audio card and there's going to be a video card.
And
Your
the
audio
video card
card's still
fried,
working.
probably. It's electronic.
It's all LEDs.
So just let your mom know. It's 100%. I'm telling you, it's the TV. 100%.
Well, the thing of it is if you just replace a TV, you'll be farther ahead because you said that's years old TV.
Yeah, it's probably just. I mean, most TVs these days aren't designed to last more than like 5 or 7 years any fucking way.
Yeah,
You'd
4
be
or 5
lucky to
years.
get. Yeah, you'd be lucky to get 10 years out of a TV these days.
Yeah. All right. Well, I appreciate y'all helping me. I got to jump off here and start getting ready for work.
Get a hold of mommy.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
TV, damn it.
Don't throw nothing through the TV.
I
Don't
know.
do it. You had to clean that shit up.
I know.
TJ, you can use your birthday money to buy a TV. All the birthday money that your friends have given you.
There you go.
All right, guys. We'll see y'all later.
Bye-bye.
Later, Mario.
Oh, damn, dude. TJ got frustrated there for a sec.
He's about to start destroying shit.
Yeah, I know. I've never seen him get that pissed off before.
Yeah, we did. What it was? A while back, something pissed TJ off. He went ham.
Oh, yeah, it was his toilet. That's right. Remember when he had to... Yeah, he had to replace the flap on it, and then he had to replace
Yeah.
something else on it that broke.
TJ snapped.
Oh, the toilet seat. That's what it was. He got pissed off at the toilet seat.
Because he sat on the shitter too long.
Yeah. What we flying? Who flying?
Lance.
Avada?
Avada 2. In the Pacific Northwest. Look at that. Look how beautiful that is.
That looks like the video he showed us like a month and a half ago.
Yeah.
I remember that building.
Give you a kiss.
He's just showing us replays.
My pretty girl.
Telling you, he's in like 4 feet of snow right now.
My pretty girl.
Look at that, the clock tower.
You're so beautiful.
That's the old, it's a haunted building. There's that guy I was talking about, Justin.
Oh, that's nice.
That big glass building kind of reminds me of the Orange County Choppers building
I'll pick you up.
back in the day.
The Mini 5 Pro passed the FCC, so you can legally have it in the U.S. and if you're able to buy it in the U.S. is another question.
Here's this boat that I thought was kind of unique, right? That second boat right there. Like an old tugboat.
Telling you better stay away from those yachts. You're gonna fly over some drug kingpin's yacht and he's gonna think you're the DEA.
Don't be going mentioning tugboat.
Yeah, hot one today.
Go through them. Never mind.
Yeah. I was waiting for him to see if he was gonna fly under there.
Signal loss.
Hey, you see that pier there? You could use that as a landing strip and just land.
All right.
There's too many poles on that dock for Joe to fly it.
I'm gonna ignore that. I'm holding my dog, so I can't flip y'all. But the thought's there.
The thought is what
Holding
counts.
my baby girl.
Watched another 2 episodes of Reacher last night after we finished on him.
You should be close to done with the second season by now, huh?
Yeah, just on the episode where Reacher goes to meet the head of security of the What's It.
Oh, was that part of a contracting company?
Yeah, where
Yeah,
they and O'Donnell captive.
Hey, Paul,
Yeah.
I'm holding Cleo, right?
Oh yeah.
She looked at me. She looked up at me, and she laid her head against me. She laid
She's
her
like
head against me
blending
and
in
just
your
looked up
shirt.
and took a deep breath.
All right.
Blends right into your shirt. Oh.
She's lost about a half a pound since I've been feeding her that stuff.
Really?
Yep.
Well, you
Just
just put
giving her
her on a
broccoli and
bathroom
stuff like
scale.
that, nothing extra.
Well, you just put her on a bathroom scale to check her.
Well, I weigh myself, then I pick her up. It's about a half a pound. So about 2 weeks, half a pound's not bad.
No, because she doesn't. What's she weigh totally?
She was 12 and a half. She's about 12 now. So she needs to get down to about 8. But she doesn't beg for a lot of stuff anymore because she's not getting it.
Well, I'll be
Hey.
damned.
I'm gonna cut your hair like a chihuahua today. Get it short.
I guarantee you. TJ's mum orders him a new telly from Amazon and it arrives tomorrow and his TV will start working again.
Well,
Oh,
I
I
think
know
what he
that's
ought to
why.
do is unplug the TV, carry it upstairs, plug it in upstairs, and see if it works upstairs, since the one upstairs is working.
Yeah.
I guarantee his mom's buying him a new TV. Why else would she want the size of it?
Yeah.
She's trying to buy him like the same size TV he already had.
Right.
Well, she sent him an envelope for his birthday with $10 in it, did she?
See,
He
she
got a
probably got
$10
mad.
check.
TJ said his mom got mad. I said it's probably because he called her and was pissed off. He even said he woke up and got all mad. So oh, you should have seen me when my son threw the. He was like 4 or 5 years old, and he was running through the living room and threw a book, fucking right into my 55-inch Heisen, shattered the whole damn thing. Oh, I was so pissed. But luckily, I had the extended warranty on it through Walmart. I just called them and they just gave me my money back, and I tossed it
I'll be
out by
back
the
in a
side
few
of the
minutes,
road.
guys.
Leave the gutters alone,
No,
Paul.
no,
They'll
don't
be
you.
out.
What's that, Joe?
Leave the gutters alone. They say they're coming out. He's worried about the gutters. So last night in Slidell, right, the police department that didn't hire my son, they went on a domestic and the guy come out shooting at officers.
Oh, wow.
Domestic calls are some of the most dangerous.
Yeah, but domestic. I used to go on domestics with EMS, and I used to come out when I came out the unit. I had my 5-cell flashlight with me because I had to smack your ass.
Sit down.
They caught the guy. The guy came out the house shooting at it, jumped in, took off running down the street. They finally caught him with canines and everything. He was inside of an abandoned vehicle. Now, why would you have an abandoned vehicle in Slidell?
I just totally see that. Somebody running up to Joe, I need help, and just getting reamed in the head. Waking up later in the ambulance, sir, you got a head wound.
I told you about the guy. I told you about the guy we went on that the boyfriend stabbed his boyfriend.
What?
And he was running around inside the apartment complex, and they were looking for him. And they were chasing him, and then they lose him, and then they see him again and chase him and lose him. And he had the knife in his hand, and he came down the stairs, and he was running towards the room. And they said he's heading towards the room. And the two cops in the room were reaching for their weapons. I'm standing by the door as they came through the door, and I cracked him across his teeth with the flashlight. I swung it like a baseball bat. I'd have hit a home run.
When Babe Ruth
Put it
on him?
this way, he was missing teeth, and my flashlight, my mag light, had teeth marks in it. That aluminum had teeth marks in it.
I remember the video of the guy that pizza delivery guy that tripped the guy that was running from the cops.
Yeah.
He was running down the sidewalk, and that dude was hauling ass. The delivery driver just sticks his foot out, just all casual. Boom, dude goes flying like 10 feet, like Superman.
Yeah, the cop looked at me and he said, "Damn," the way I hit him like that. And I said, "The guy had a knife, man. I was using equal, not excessive force." You know.
So why does the knife say? Cop asked, "Why did the knife say EMS on him?"
Yeah, he had a knife.
Joe
That's all I'm
planted a knife
saying.
on him.
When he walked through that door, I cracked the crap out of him.
Yeah, I can just imagine that. Then Joe says to the policeman, "Right, I'm going. You don't need the EMS. You need a dentist."
Yeah. We wound up having to take both of them to the hospital. What are you talking about? We had another unit come get him, and I took the guy that was stabbed. They said, now you got to go to the hospital too now. I said, yeah, we got another unit coming. I said, because if I put them both in the same unit, I'm going to be hitting them both.
Okay. Rack a barrel.
Yeah, that 5-cell mag light came in handy a couple of times. I used to carry it on my shoulder like this at nighttime, so I could shine the light on you like that. And if you started walking up on me, I just use the other piece and hit you right in your solar plex and push you back. Say, back up, man. You know? That shit hurt.
Hey,
When you get hit right here.
Is Dre in the chat?
I haven't seen him now.
No.
Dre, where you at, Dre? Yeah, you caught, buddy. I know you're listening. Come on up here. I'm about to put you on blast. You were busted. You were busted. Come on up here, Dre. You were busted, buddy.
Give him a minute, because usually when you call him out, he's one of the ones that actually will pop on real quick.
Mm-hmm. He listening.
How many times you said his name? You got to say it 3 times. Dre.
Y'all gonna love this one. Come on up here, Dre. Mr. I don't buy consumer drones. I saw some footage from a Mavic 2 Pro from you yesterday, buddy.
Was that one he already had though?
Yeah.
Probably, yeah. It was a Mavic 2. But see, I always known Joe to always say, I don't buy consumer drones.
Is it Joe or Dre?
Dre.
Yeah, okay.
I think he did when he first started flying drones, and he got into the business aspect of it.
He's got a load of Phantoms. It's only recently that he's been going on to the
he does have the Phantom 4.
The M3T. He's got about
he's got a bunch of Phantoms. It's because I keep flying off on him because he doesn't know how to fly them. See if that'll get him in here.
If you're ever in Dre's area and you want to see a movie, put your drone in the sky. That man got a home theater that's out of this world.
Yeah, the one in his backyard.
Mm-hmm, with enough driveway to put up at least 150 chairs. That's big right there. Is Lance still on?
He's here. He's not
He's
talking.
here somewhere.
He's not muted, so I don't know what he's doing.
What?
Oh, Jonathan was asking if you were still here.
Yep, still here.
I never messed with that feature yet. The rotated gimbal thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't even messed with that thing. That wasn't even like one of my reasons for getting it.
Okay.
Because what I've been seeing, the rotation doesn't set back like where it starts from and ends up going like a good 15, 20 degrees past. So I haven't even bothered with that thing, with that feature.
Yeah. Captain Ray posted a thing from the local 12 TV. Said a driver pulled into a 7-Eleven to escape a potential road rage situation and ended up winning $600,000 on a scratch off.
Oh wow.
He says, I'm thankful that guy caused me to make this stop. That's cool. So I'm gonna be back. I'm going to get in a fight with somebody and go to the Blue Harbor and get me a scratch off. So that works.
So it's worth trying, isn't it?
We come back tomorrow, Joe's all beaten up. What happened? Well, I got $6,000 in medical bills.
I won $10,000, man. Look at my eye.
Did you get your $600? No, I ran up a medical bill.
Medical bill was $800.
Yeah.
Paul's about to do a medical bill here, getting on that ladder.
Think that's what he's doing?
He's getting nervous about these things. There's nothing wrong with them gutters. You know what's wrong with them gutters? They got shit in them, and the squirrels are kicking the stuff out on the ground. He's got to sweep them up. So he's got to do some exercise. He had to do exercise filling in that hole in the yard. That's his problem.
That's probably where he had out checking that hole.
Yeah, I think that's what he's
The dog
doing.
was outside.
Yeah, he's all mad at his bone, and he keeps saying she. She was out there digging holes. She was out there doing this. She was out there doing this. He said all of that this morning. I think it was JDS says she's not a she. This morning.
Wait, is it a she?
No, it's a boy.
It's a
Mia was a, but Boone isn't.
right. Mia was a girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard him keep saying she. I thought it was a girl. He got him up a girl.
Whenever it says boner, he sounds like he's saying boner.
Yeah. Check out this picture. That was the Bay St. Louis past Christian Bridge when Hurricane Katrina hit.
Damn, that's some chunks.
That's the bridge all falling apart where it came in and it lifted it up, actually.
Yeah, I'm about to say they're supposed to do that.
Yeah, not every single piece got fucked up. It was like part of it.
Yeah, that was Bay St. Louis Bridge. Katrina did that. That happened in Twin Span in New Orleans, everything. They were showing the picture. This was back in 2005.
Okay.
Slow down the runway, another great day.
Oh.
They wanna be me. I am a fantasy.
Look at Lance.
4 more days.
4
Are
more.
you noticing a lot less kids at school, Lance?
Of course.
I need to get that. I gotta find the name of that song. I gotta start playing it here in the morning when I get up. In my lawn.
Should be titled. Who is that? Trying to catch the voice.
All I heard was put some bass in your funk or something.
Just use what's it?
Something like that.
Hey, check out this. Check out this shirt, man. Tell me this hurt your eyes. I think you get noticed.
Does that light up or something?
It doesn't say. I think it's just the way it's made. Presidents for Patriotism. It doesn't say whether it's lit up or not. I'm gonna go try to find out.
You got your
some
name
bright
written
colors.
all over it, Joe.
RuPaul song cover girl, Jonathan.
Say again.
RuPaul.
RuPaul. Yeah,
Cover
that's why I don't know that
girl.
song.
But the bass in your walk. And this
Joe
was
keeps jamming the RuPaul.
RuPaul. I don't know who that is.
You don't know who RuPaul is?
I don't. I don't listen.
Isn't RuPaul a crossdresser or something?
Yeah, RuPaul is a dude who thinks he's a woman.
Oh hell no, I ain't watching. Hell no, I'm done. I'm not dancing anymore to it.
You jamming the RuPaul, Joe.
I'm not doing it no more. I didn't know who it was. Now I know.
No, sorry, what's done is done.
You're a RuPaul fan
Hey,
now.
I did it, you know. It's like
He even said he had to find out what song that was so he could put it on his alarm clock.
I'm not gonna do it anymore.
You don't hear it every morning, then?
I'm not hearing it ever again. What are you talking about? If it ever comes on again and Lance is on, I'm gonna mute. I'm gonna knock him off the stream. What you talking about? You need to go tell him that played it that we're offended.
The office lady.
Tell her, why are you playing a cross-dresser song?
The other one, Richard Simmons.
Yeah, that was about a cross-dresser you could get. I met his ass.
Marilyn
He's a
Manson.
freaky little dude.
Oh, Marilyn Manson, yeah, he's a weirdo. I do like some of his old songs, but yeah, he's a little bit weird.
Things we do to get rich. Anybody heard from Donald today?
Nah, not since last
He's
night.
on
man.
vacation.
Yeah.
He's been popping in there. Last thing I heard yesterday, he got left at the hotel and everybody else went to the beach. Or his wife did.
Everybody went to the beach and left him in the hotel.
That's what he said yesterday. Yeah.
Sounds like a drone job to me. Open the window, set the drone out, and see what it is.
I don't even know if Donald took his drone with him. I'm assuming he
Yeah,
did.
because he wanted to do that. What's it? That beach ball water tower.
Oh, yeah. Sure. Wonder if he took the 360 with him.
Yeah, he said he was doing that as well.
Yeah, get some shots while they're walking around different places.
Yeah.
You know, he took the Air 3 with him, Air 3S with him.
We probably couldn't fly it last night if the Blue Angels were flying.
Oh, definitely not.
Well, he says that's just the route I guess they take to go back to their base. So I don't think they were actually doing anything.
Mm.
Wait a minute. What? Well, then, yeah, that was years ago. Remember, I seen him once at Andrews Air Force Base in Virginia, Maryland.
What's crazy now is actually seeing the GoPro footage from the pilots themselves in the planes. Oh my God, that shit is crazy looking from the plane's perspective.
I'm surprised they're allowed to even use those with all the instruments and stuff they got.
Well, I'm assuming that's what they're using because they have a bunch of videos of them online where they have shots from inside their planes.
Yeah.
Where they're videoing each other flying. Yeah, it takes some skill right there, I tell you.
Okay, Jonathan, who wrote the song Funky Times?
Funky Times?
The original one.
I could not tell you.
I can't find it. I'm not
Funky
finding the
Times.
original one. Because that's the one they need to play every morning. That'll wake you up.
Wait a minute, Funky Time. I'm trying to remember the song itself.
The Funky Town, that one.
Funky Town.
Might be Funky Towns.
Funky Town. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Funky Town. How that song? Shit. I'm trying to remember how it goes.
Funky Town. That's the name of the song.
Sing it.
Yeah,
Sing it, Joe.
Funky Town.
Won't you take me through Funky Town? Okay, I remember the song you're talking about now.
Sounds like some Shack Attack.
In 1980, it spent 4 weeks on number one, 1980.
I can't remember the artist, but I do remember the song you're talking about. I can't
It's
remember
by
the artist.
Lips Incorporated. LIPS Incorporated. That's the name of the group.
Lips Incorporated?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
I
gonna
know the
make sure.
song, never knew the artist. Never knew the artist. I remember that if I knew it. I know I never heard that before. But I've heard the song. I know the song you're talking about.
Yeah, it's official videos, Lips Incorporated.
Drone Pilots, man, you can't choose that song. You got to pick a different song like
I
like
put
Fly
the
Like an
link in the
Eagle.
chat.
Like Fly Like an Eagle or Broken Wings from Mr. Mister. I forgot who sings Fly Like an Eagle.
Yeah, tell them, Lance, tell them they need to start playing Funky Town in the morning to wake everybody up.
Say that again, Joe.
Yeah, Funky Town. That's the name of the song they need to wake everybody up to.
Okay, I'll tell them that. You don't want any RuPaul, huh?
No, they're not. Tell them they're not cross dressers.
Okay. So Joe, Saturday I tried to fly my Avata and you were there and I couldn't take off. Sunday it did the same thing to me, but eventually it took off. And then today, same thing. You know, it was beeping at me and it eventually took off.
Have any of you guys tried doing the firmware on it?
I did the firmware update yesterday, so I'll try it today.
Yeah, let me know. I want to get it squared away. I think I'm going to take it with me on my vacation. I'm going to take the Mavic 3 for sure. But I may try to squeeze in the Avata 2 as well.
Yeah, I would do it if you could. So Paul, what did you go outside for?
I had to double check and see what was going on out there.
What?
Got cameras.
No, I don't have a camera on that side of the house. I used to have one, Joe, but it's something about it's too far away and it didn't come in and it would on and off and on and off.
Well, it's good that Boone's making you walk. There you go. I like that.
Say booze or boon?
Boom.
Booze
Hey,
is
man.
making me walk. What?
Booze
He's
usually
making you
puts you on
walk
the
out there.
floor.
He's saying, let me get him off his ass and make him
Booze
walk out
makes
here
you
and check.
fall over and die, doesn't it?
Well, if you ever fall over and die out there, he's gonna eat you. So,
Oh, it's so gross.
so everybody we ever had a wellness check on that had dogs that had been there for a while, the dogs were eating them. So
Well, food is
not
food.
knowing that.
Yeah, Justin's got several bellies full.
and I know if I fall out and die in here, it's gonna take him a long time to eat me. They're too little.
Not that plump little girl you got. She'll gain a couple extra pounds.
Yeah, that's my baby girl. I said that. She's laying down. I said, that's my baby girl. She looked up at me.
She knows the secret.
Well, what I get if everything's quiet here and I'm on the internet with y'all and she's laying down sleeping and I'm not paying attention to her, she'll sleep for about an hour like that. After about an hour, she'll sneak over to me and just come up to my leg and just kind of with her nose touch me on the leg, let me know, hey, I'm here.
Sarah does that to me.
Or
as
she'll
well.
go up and give me one little lick on the
Sarah
leg.
does that to you, Justin.
Yeah, she does that to you, but when you try to do that to her, she slaps you. You go lick her leg. Yeah, my wife used to wake me up like that sometimes. But if I tried to wake her up like that, I got bitched out. I never complained.
You didn't? You
Not when she
never
woke me
ever
up like that.
complained to your ex-wife?
If she wanted to wake me up the way she was waking me up, they should wake me up that way every time. It's like, oh, how you doing?
Yeah, there's nothing worse than feeling a cold dog nose touch your ass when you're doing the thing. Nothing throws you off your game more. You're like, ooh.
The only thing would be worse if you get it licks your ass or something. Woo! Get away.
Yeah, you ask your girl, what was that you just did? I didn't do anything. I felt good.
Get your dog out the room.
Joe, you ever heard of I want to say their names were creative fan film, creative fan photographer, some crazy shit. Look, it was the two kids, I want to say about 2 days ago, doing a live on the Mavic 4, right? And dude's flying a drone and he flies over a tree. It's about 4:30 in the evening. He flies over a tree and one of his sensors go off to let him know he's close to the tree. Dude says, yeah, I'm loving that lighter on the bottom of the Mavic 4. I said, what? He said, the lighter on the bottom of the Mavic 4. I said, the light on the bottom of the Mavic 4. He said, yeah. I said, when they do that? He says, oh man, this is a new drone. You don't know about this. You can't get this in the US. I said, dude, I got one sitting right here next to me. I said, there's no LiDAR on the bottom of the Mavic 4. You can't be online live telling people this.
Yep.
On the front leg.
Yes, it's on the front right leg. It's the landing sensors he was talking about, because I guess they're tinted. They're tinted like the LiDAR one, right? There's 2 landing sensors on the back. And he
That's on the right
literally,
arm, isn't it?
Red ones, aren't they?
yeah, he literally telling people that those are the LiDAR sensors on the bottom of the damn drone. I'm like, are you for real?
That sounds like some shit Matt would say to you. He'd be like, yeah, it's special. They sent it to me only.
Yeah.
So the one guy was like, yo, I gotta get this drone. Dude said, I sell it to you for $7,000. Dude said, no, you won't, because you done crashed this already. I said, are you fucking for real? If you get the Mavic 4, right, if I was y'all, I wouldn't buy batteries. I just wait till somebody crashes their drone and put their batteries on Facebook and eBay, just buy them from them for cheap.
That's what I did with my Mini 4. Before I bought the Mini 4 Pro, somebody came online who'd had theirs fly away and crash into a lake.
Mm-hmm.
He was selling the 2 batteries, the charger, and the remote.
And
So
the
I bought
control,
that.
yeah. Yeah, I've seen so many of those. I'd be like, yo, where the drone at? Oh, well, I crashed this side of the mountain or some old craziness.
Well, because there's a lot of guys that will crash them and then they'll never fly one again. That's enough to put them off to ever wanting to buy another one, so they sell what they have.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it came without. He had the filter kit as well, but it came without the 16 ND
The
filter.
one they had on there, yeah.
The one that was on the drone when it crashed. Yeah.
But that's the thing. If you fly drones long enough, you're something's gonna happen to one of them at some point or another. It's just gonna happen. It's a matter of when.
Yeah, there's always a pole.
Because it could be something you hit, the drone could malfunction, fly off. I mean, there's always something that could go wrong, and it will go wrong at some point. So if you ride a motorcycle enough years, you're gonna end up laying that bitch down at least once.
Mm-hmm. And then I found that Mini 4 Pro cheap. Brand new, never used, faulty remote control RC2 on it. Got it cheap. Got in touch with DJI and they exchanged it for a new one.
Nice.
But see, that's the thing. There's a lot of people like you guys that would lose the drone and be like, okay, let's get another one, try this again. And a lot of people that aren't like that, though. They wreck one and they're like, that's it, I'm done.
I've never lost a drone. Now, I crashed I want to say, like, when I first got a drone, the Mini 2 and the Ed 2S got caught up in the tree one time, but I was able to land it. I want to say it was thanks to the Master Air Screw propellers, because them things was ate up. But I crashed the Mini 2 the day I put it in the air. I'm zipping up and down the block, right? And I put it in sports mode and I'm flying it back towards me. And I looked down at the camera to see how close it was. When I looked back up, she was coming over my head, so I let the controller go. But back then, drones didn't stop on a dime. So when I let it go, it swayed, and just as it was about to stop, it clipped a branch and just fell straight to the concrete.
Yep.
But now, if I'm flying like out and about, I ain't about to crash into nothing. Rule number 1, you stay above everything, so you really ain't got to worry about hitting nothing. If anything, you got to worry about a bird.
Well, that's what I said. Then you have other issues that happen that are out of your control, right?
Yeah.
Like you said, like a bird strike, or your drone might malfunction on its own, nothing you did. It might decide
Oh,
to turn around and say, "Oh, I'm gonna go this way. Fuck you, and be gone."
I done been chased by some birds before. Then want to say it was the same thing. Who was out? The Johnny or Joe did. They flying up underneath a bridge. Didn't know they had a bunch of nests up under there.
Oh
And
yeah.
boy, they came after me. But I hit sports mode, took off.
Yep.
Yeah, they're underneath the bridge during the summertime.
But see, there's some
Fat
people
Jack.
that just can't come to terms with that's going to happen once in a while, and then they'll fly a drone, wreck it once, and they don't ever want to do it again.
I try to be real cautious.
That's like Donald's probably one of the most cautious flyers. Donald looks at every little thing before he puts that drone in the sky.
Mm-hmm.
And he don't do things unnecessarily. Like that's why I was surprised when I saw that video of him actually flying. Or no, was that Joe that flew through the was that you that flew through the that was with you at the Mavic 3, right?
Yeah, that was me.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I'll fly through that with the Mavic 3. I'm gonna go through the tugboat with the Avata too.
But there was one Donald didn't he fly a Phantom through something like that?
Yeah, he did. He did a Phantom.
That's what surprised me. I would have never expected Donald to do something like that.
Yeah, but it wasn't his. That was Works Phantom.
Oh, I know that, but still, like I would never expect him to try to do that with a drone that's clearly not made for doing that. I mean, that's a big ass drone.
Yeah.
To be trying to do FPV shit through pipes and stuff. That just seemed really out of character for him, though. That's why it kind of threw me off when he showed it.
Well, maybe it was Fisheye flying and he was just a pilot in command.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
Fisheye, huh?
Like Mikey.
Fisheye's a major drug addict anyway. Can't believe anything he says. Especially after that 6-month bender he did down in Mexico.
Whatever happened to Mikey? Did they let him go, or I mean, I know they made him delete all his channel and all that.
They made him delete his channel?
Yeah.
He can't on YouTube. He can't fly drones. He can't own drones.
So he can't be on anybody's live shows or anything?
I don't know. I know.
I think it's just the drone related stuff.
Nah, cause look, you know how like I'll see something and I'll send it to everybody so y'all see it might be funny or it might be important. His name is on the list, and when I send it to him, it'll come back like couldn't be delivered, and then his picture, all that's gone. Like that's the second person I've known that's literally like been deleted from Facebook.
They even stopped because I was paying, a member of his channel, and YouTube even stopped that. So there is no channel to pay.
Yeah, he shut all the way down. I'm done.
Yeah, I'm looking now and his channel's not there. Yeah, that's crazy.
No.
I didn't realize he actually did all that.
Because he was going to change it to a one where he was going to be walking around filming.
Yeah, he said he was going to do some other kind of
and like on his
live, but it's gone.
Well, maybe the agreement was he had to kill that channel. I wonder if he's allowed to start up a different type of channel. Maybe it's just because all the drone content was on that one. But then you would think, why would you delete it? Because you could just delete all the videos off there, change the name of the channel, and just start a different channel, right? You already have all the subscribers there. They already know who you are.
What's the point? I had him on Facebook. I wonder if he's still on Facebook.
Nah, that's what I'm saying. He's not on Facebook either. He's gone. Like, all the way gone.
But then he also might have done that out of just fear if he didn't want to get in any more trouble. They may have scared the living shit out of him behind the scenes.
Yeah, that's a strong possibility right there. Like, let me just let it all go.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. That's probably what I would do too, because you don't know what they were threatening his ass with.
That's crazy.
Damn.
Yeah, he's got a
That's what
consent
happened.
judgment. That's what it is.
Well, that's the thing. Unless you got a lot of money, that's what's going to happen when you keep poking the government. Poking at them, that's eventually going to reach out and bite your ass.
Yeah, he tried them people. He tried them people one too many times, and at the wrong time.
What they said is, number one, he'll never operate any manner, any SUAS, any type, size, model, any kind within the United States, nor will he ever seek any type of certification or license to operate the same, right? So he's got to take down his YouTube channel, his Philly Drone Life, no longer operate or resurrect its content, any part or form, abandon those that he had to surrender them to the FAA on May 23rd, 2024. And that was it. So he had to take down Philly Drone Life channel. That's it.
He
could not resurrect them, and he had to surrender all his drones.
Yeah. Remember they had called Paul about one of the drones that he had that he had bought from Paul, or Paul gave him one of the two.
Yeah.
He said he bought it.
Paul sold it him, yeah.
Yeah, remember that?
Yep.
Remember we was online when they called your phone, Paul?
They thought Paul was Stu.
Yeah, that was a Mavic too, wasn't it?
Yep.
They called up Paul and they said, "Hey, we're looking for Stu." He said, "I don't eat stew. It's got vegetables in it."
That's wild, though, man. That doesn't surprise me.
Well, it doesn't surprise me because of his attitude. He was awful. He wasn't conciliatory on anything. He just was. Let's fight. You know.
Well, like I said,
put a link in the chat. That's the copy of the consent judgment.
Yeah, I seen it already.
Yeah, that tells you what the terms of the consent judgment and all of that.
Like I said, if he would have had money and had big time lawyers, yeah, he could have probably fought it to down to nothing.
The lawyers would have had their hands full with him because he couldn't keep his mouth shut.
But like
he
I said,
he didn't have any lawyers.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying.
Oh
But
no.
when
You remember when the FBI came to his house? Listen, you get in front of authority, he tightened up real quick. he tightened up real quick. You know how to talk. But I mean, Mikey was just wild. He was wild, and I ain't gonna lie. A lot of us watched him because he was just wild. But at the same time, you know what I'm saying, we knew that it's things you doing, bro, that you really ain't supposed to. I think I might have told him once, and he just brushed it off, so I left it alone. But that's a lot of what I learned from Mikey. What not to do. What not to do with a drone.
Yep.
But I ain't gonna lie, now he was the kind of wild that made you laugh. It ain't like, you know, like he was just violent.
Oh no, he was entertaining, but the sad part of it is he entertained himself right into the ground.
Yeah, it's called taking it too far.
Well, it's just like I said, if you keep swiping at the government, eventually they are going to reach out and bite you. And he was taking a lot of swipes at him online.
Yeah, but for the most part, man, Mikey was a cool dude. He just did too much.
Because, I mean, think about it. If you're an agent that's investigating somebody and you're going on YouTube and you're seeing them sitting there saying, fuck your agency over and over again, you're going to be like, okay, fuck me. You know, some of them people might take that shit personally. You know, they're all hardcore. I'm by the agency. And then they try to get you on everything they can.
Yep.
Yeah, they did that. I used to like watching the shows, dog. I ain't even gonna flex on that. I used to like watching the show. The shows was off the chain. Like you
Never
say,
really
boy,
had a
he
problem
was
with them.
he was a damn good entertainer. I ain't gonna take that from him. He was a damn good entertainer.
I never had an issue with them.
Nah, me neither. I ain't never had one with. He was just getting himself into so much, man. You had to back up. Well, I had to back up.
It's like, boy, you can't keep poking the bear, because even if your parents tell you never turn out to be shit, you keep poking the bear, he's gonna eat you, and then he's gonna prove them wrong.
Mm.
Well, I'm
Nobody
about
got
to
that.
go. I'm about to go out and get another ship. You guys want to carry on, or do you think we should call it?
Turn your chair around, put the smiley face on the back.
It's up to
So
you
we
guys.
good. We good. I'm good. Y'all good?
I'm
Go ahead,
good.
Paul. We'll see you when you get back.
Okay. I'll be back. I'll be back. Joe,
Keep it
you
there,
want me to
Joe.
make you the host?
No, make it Lance. I mean, not Lance. Make it Justin, because I might leave in a minute to go fly too.
Justin, you want me to make you the host?
Yeah, you're fine.
I'm thinking about going fly. I haven't flown in a week.
What you flying today, Joe?
I really want to go out and shoot that tugboat. I want to go through that tugboat.
Fly through the tugboat. Fly through the tugboat.
Nope, still not. The winds are still bad.
What you
We got
6
thunderstorms
miles?
coming through. That's the problem. We can have we're having thunderstorms every day coming through. The winds are staying at around 20 miles an hour.
Oh yeah, you don't want to play with
Wanting
that.
to fly through that tugboat, anybody can.
If I get out there and it's like 5 or 6 miles an hour, I'll do it. But if I'm out there and that sucker's got the flags doing this, I ain't going through it.
Right.
Do they have a camera you can look at out there?
There used to be one. There was one I could check, but it doesn't work now.
Oh, dude, you should see about setting up your own camera out there and starting a YouTube channel just doing that. Them camera channels, dude, they do pretty damn good. As long as you got
The
something.
rusty tug. Call it the rusty tug.
Yeah, all it is it's slowly, the whole point of the channel is it's slowly eating away. People sit and watch that shit for hours, dude.
Was it a beach out there?
No, it's just a tug
What
sitting
all
there.
out there? Huh?
It's
What
just
all
a
is
tug
out there,
all
Joe?
rusting out.
Just
No,
a
it's just
tugboat?
yeah, it's an old tugboat that some jackasses lit on fire and then it sunk and it's just been sitting there in the water, slowly rusting away. And what's crazy is the people that owned it lit it on fire and didn't even get in trouble for it.
Well, the police arrested them, then they had to release them. Some reason they said, no, they could do it. It's their tugboat. That makes sense.
Yeah, but you just lit a tugboat on fire and you put all that chemicals from the engine and everything else down in the water.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they'd only be arson for insurance. Then they'd have been bothered about it. But if they didn't claim on the insurance for it, then
Dude, that looks like such a peaceful place right now.
But you know what? Even Justin, you're right. It does put a lot of chemicals and shit in the water. But being from the islands, I've seen a lot of cruise ships burn. Like, you remember the show The Love Boat?
Yeah.
That ship right there burned in the harbor of St. Thomas. I watched that ship burn for 3 days. You literally seen people jumping off of the ship on fire at night. And once they finally got finished burning, they just drug it out to sea and let it sink.
Yeah, like
Yeah, I've seen
boats.
them do many boats like that.
Yeah, that's what they started doing with a lot of buses too. They're making artificial reefs with them, but they
Mm,
prepare them to go in the water. You know, they take all the engine out, transmission, anything that has like any kind of fluids in it.
right.
But yeah, I mean, even a boat like that that caught on fire, it doesn't. I guess you might as well just sink it. But that's something that wasn't done on purpose neither.
Yeah, that's true.
Because boats and stuff do make good artificial reefs. They seem to do really good with that kind of stuff. Because
Yeah,
I think that's
you get the sharks fighting over which stateroom belongs to who.
Yeah, I guess you could say that's new housing to the sea.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to say, I think it was New York did that with a bunch of old subway cars and stuff. I think they made a reef. I think it was them did that.
They did.
Yeah,
Let me look and see.
on it.
I didn't hear it. Well, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it sounds like an idea, but
Let's see if I can find a thing on it.
I'm sure there was an episode of CSI where they were diving down onto it because of some crime down there.
Oh yeah, they've put 2,500 subway cars along the East Coast to make a big artificial reef.
damn. That's a lot of damn subway cars. This is extra long.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Let's see.
I've been watching some of the Texas Bushman videos. God, those are hilarious.
Who? Texas Bushman?
Yeah, he's the guy that lives in Texas, and he'll put a planter out, and then he dresses up like a bush in a ghillie suit. He'll make it look like a tree or a bush. He sits there and he scares people while they go by. Oh, it's fucking hilarious. Yeah, I'll put the link in the chat to his channel. Pretty funny.
What is this?
But he'll look just like a plant that's sitting there, and people just don't pay attention to it. And then he'll reach out. He'll go, "Hey!" He'll reach out and try to grab him.
And he's
You'll
on
see.
that on the pavement as well, getting people passing by down a busy street.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Texas Bushman, he was the first one to start doing those kind of videos. But now there's like tons of people around the world that have copied him. Like there's a guy in France that does it. And there's
Yeah,
another
YouTube
guy in
before.
France that does the Angry Carrot, I think it's called. He dresses up
Yeah,
like a.
yeah. That's the one I saw on
But hey,
YouTube.
this is the original guy that started it all. And his bushes look real too. Like I say, it'll just look like a flower pot sitting there with a fucking bush sitting on it. But you'll see the biggest, most burliest dudes walk by and they'll scream like a girl. And he's actually fixed a couple people's phones that accidentally got broke because he scared them. Yeah, he actually fixes them.
They dropped their phone.
Yeah, he had both their screens fixed for him because he felt bad. I mean, the dude gets tons of views. I mean, tons and tons of views. I mean, I know he's breaking in a good chunk from YouTube. Because I mean, if you look at his last 4 videos, just each one of them is over 200,000, just about.
That's a good deal.
I mean, he's averaging 200 to 350,000 per video. Let's do it in total video. Yeah, he's got 207 million views. So yeah, his channel ain't doing bad at all. And he's only got 534,000 subscribers. It's not like he's got like a couple million or anything. Yeah, here's one. Here, let me show you. I'll show you one video of his.
So why Paul kill his camera? Yeah, I like those.
Oh, I don't know. I didn't turn his camera. No, he left.
Yeah, I know.
Panel.
So I don't think he's flying the ship. I think he went and took a break.
Oh man, look at these two guys. Hold on. Oh, this is funny. Watch the two set I got. This guy right here. And then look at the reaction of the next two guys. Scared the shit out of him.
Yeah, I like those. I really do. Yeah, he's flying. He must be flying. There's a ship out there, but that I don't know why he killed the screen. Well,
And the thing
I
is,
see his drone.
And the thing is the girls are a chain reaction. One will scream and it causes the rest of them too. You'll see it go down the line of women when they're walking in the line and one of them gets scared.
Yeah, he's down there. Watch. He's down there, and in a second you'll see him when they follow it around. He's right there. Down at the bottom.
Oh yeah, you see him down there.
Yeah, they're gonna widen out again. And then you're gonna see the drone. He's standing up. He's not even sitting down. He must have been running late. The reason I say he's running late It's because I think he's just coming around the ship. Because you don't see the drone until he gets up a little further, way over here. But he didn't even sit down to do it this time. You'll see his drone over here in a minute. He's probably going around the front right now. I'll show you when it comes up. Should be coming up. I thought it was a bird, but then I noticed the way it was flying, it had to be the drone. I saw it a minute ago.
What you do? Tap into that camera?
Yeah, in the stream time port.
No, you can watch it on YouTube. You go to Stream Time Live on YouTube, Port Hero.
Oh, he's streaming it live as he's doing it?
No, this is they got a regular camera out there. That's the one you see.
Yeah, that's what I'm
He's
saying. Oh, that camera for Outdays on YouTube?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
I think it's about now.
You just go to YouTube and put in Stream Time Live Port Hero on it, and it will pop up.
There it is, right? That's a bird. No, that's a drone. Right there. See it right there?
No. Yeah. I do see it.
Right there. And then he's gonna
And
start
it just
coming
moved
back.
over, yeah.
Yeah, there it goes right there off the screen. They keep the camera right there. You might see it come back down. There it is right there. See it?
Yeah. See the drone right there, yeah.
Yeah. He came down like that. So that's where he was. I just had the gut feeling he was out there sweeping something.
Eating his donuts.
Because he's like my mom was. My mom, she started itching and have to go do it, you know? Yeah, those videos, Justin, I love watching the people reaction.
Yeah. This channel is definitely worth a watch.
Yeah, there had one woman last night I watch it on Instagram. Had one
And
woman
his are
last
good
night.
too. Like if you really look at it, you can't tell there's a dude in there.
Yeah.
Like he's really good
Yeah.
at making the ghillie suits.
Yeah, they had a woman last night that said she had to go change her pants. She peed on herself.
Yeah, I watched a girl yesterday pissed on herself.
Yeah.
And then he scared the shit out of this cop on a bike. Oh my God, it was hilarious. Let me see if I can find it. Oh yeah, watch this. He scares the living shit out of this cop. And his buddy, I think, knows the other cop that's with him.
Got my bike.
His fucking face.
Well, if he could fly, he'd have been airborne.
He's picking that front end up, huh?
Yeah, he did. That's funny.
Hey, look, this is Slidell Police Department. I'm starting to get their feeds all of a sudden. But there's a picture right here to show the guy with his face all busted up. It says, "This is a look of someone who tried to fight the law, but the law won." That was a traffic stop. They busted his ass last night in the ditch, they said. I tell you, Justin should have been working there. Here you go. Let me tell you this recipe. You ready? You heat the oven to 400. You grease 2 loaf pans. 4 cups of self-rising flour plus 4 tablespoons of sugar. 16 ounces of Dixie beer. You stir it. You say it'll be lumpy and foamy. Stir it into 2 pans, 50 minutes. Top it with butter. It's Dixie beer bread.
Huh.
I wonder what that tastes like. Hey, Justin, you're talking because you're lit up and there's nothing saying.
No.
Because you were lit up, but nothing was being said. I had to check my speaker. There was a report last night on one of the channels that the U.S. sent some B-2s over to Israel.
Ooh, something what over?
B-2s, the big boys. I bet you I know what's in them.
The bunker busters that they want.
I bet you.
Is that's the only plane besides the B-1 that can carry it? That's a 30,000-pound bomb, dude. That's heavy.
Now, they may not even have them in there, but it just may be to show a force, you know what I mean? Well,
I don't know, because last night,
case.
the prime minister for Israel was being asked about that, and they don't have it. They need it to get it from us in order to use it.
Oh, I know.
How makes you wonder why they didn't send the B-1s over there, though? Because they can carry a little bit more. They can carry like 2 of those. See how much B-1 adds. Damn. Yeah, that thing carries some weight.
What?
It can carry 84, the B1 Lancer can carry 84 500-pound bombs or 24 2,000-pound bombs.
What carries it?
The B1 Lancer.
Ew.
Almost slap you for walking at me.
It was just one little bark. I heard it.
No, she's still barking. We better go and look at what's in your dish. That's all you getting.
Oh.
Hey, Gitchy.
Oh shit! The chat. Has anybody been watching the chat?
Yeah, yeah.
Stop, Gitchy.
JD put a short in a minute ago. Gitchy just showed up. So she said, "What's shaking?" Paul's stomach. Paul's stomach shaking. He's eating Boston creams again. And Boone's tail. His truck's still out there.
There must be another one coming. Probably another one coming.
And he's in. Now, see, this is funny. His truck's out there, but if it's got to be his truck. It's white, looks like it, but the tailgate's down and it's closed. So he's either sitting in it or he went for a walk, and it ain't. Well, I know that ain't true. Now that looks. Actually, be honest with you, it looks like another ship may have just passed coming from the other way, because it's got a trail down the middle. Yeah, it's not big enough to be a ship. Bye, Lance. Yeah, they got a white line down the middle, but they're not going fast enough to see if there was a ship there. No, there's only one ship that we saw.
He didn't lose the drone, did he?
Oh, no, I think he's coming back now. The car just passed, looked like his. because it's past where he
Man, that
was.
thing's fucking huge. Just looking at JD's link in the chat. Dude, you could dig up a whole house in one scoop with that thing.
What
It
in
does,
the
mate.
world is this?
Okay. Man. Fucking big ass oversized backhoe is
Damn.
what that is. You literally like
Bruce.
digging. Yeah, you're digging like a half acre out at a time. That's a big ass fucking back machine right there. What's up, Gidgy?
You seen the new drone, Joe?
Hold on. RC Shark. Yeah, I need that.
RC Shark. You got something about?
Send it to Justin.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, shit. This
I'd have
2025
fun with
people.
that. Put my granddaughter in the pool and chase her around with it.
2025. This is what America's got for us for drones.
That'd be pretty cool, JD.
Yeah. A Jawsome RC drone. Hold on. My son's calling. Hope it's good news.
Okay. What the hell?
Did they ever catch? Oh, yeah, there's the guy. Okay, that's the guy that they caught for shooting those two people. He had some kind of weird looking mask on.
Tell me the one who shot his daughters.
No, the guy that shot the lawmakers.
Oh,
That political
in
shooting thing that happened yesterday.
yeah, in forgot what state that was.
Yeah, Minnesota, I think. Was it? Yeah, Minnesota.
Was it Minnesota?
Yeah. Looking at the news title now. They're charging him with federal charges in Minnesota and murder case.
Were they linked?
Oh yeah, he went to both houses. Yeah, shot.
Oh, it was the same person.
Yeah, he was going around killing a bunch of Democrat lawmakers. He had like a whole list of them. He was trying to get. He ended up getting two of them and their spouses. So, and apparently it was real early in the morning, so he must have snuck in and caught him off guard in bed.
No, he was dressed as a policeman, apparently.
Yeah, he was dressed as Gap.
Oh,
And
so he just knocked on the door and they answered it?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was
Okay.
Gap.
Yeah, I didn't really look into it that much. I just saw a little coverage yesterday. Oh, yeah, that's right, because they said that they were going to do the police department said that all police officers had to be in pairs.
Yeah.
And no single officer would approach somebody without a second officer being with. Yeah, that's right. Forgot about that. Oh.
I think I can run.
Well, maybe we'll find out how Justin's interview went. Joe gets off the phone.
How do I do that? Here. Okay. There.
Fuck, there was a barbecue lighter. Fucking burning my fingers.
Barbecue lighter.
Yeah, I keep burning my fingers trying to light these fucking candles.
Biggest drone company banned in 2026. The DJI story. Oh wow. I'm gonna have to take a look at this one. Wait, what? Hold on.
Becomes so dominant that it controls anywhere from 80 to 90% of the consumer drone market. And why has no American company been able to make a viable competitor? Today, we're looking at DJI's dominance, failed attempts by US companies to challenge it, and why DJI's US operations are shakier than ever. But at the end of this video, I'll tell you why I think they are not going anywhere. Just how dominant is DJI?
You just clickbaiting me, man.
Yeah.
It's not that American companies can't, they just don't want to.
Yeah, they don't want to spend their money there. They rather.
They're into they want commercial sales. They don't care about consumer sales. You know, they want to sell to government agencies and military. They just have different priorities in their businesses.
I'll check the calendar. Well, they're just wild out hyped about this damn bird. It's just a bird. It's a big bird. It's a bird.
There's a Mini 5 coming out now.
Yeah,
There were rumors of.
No, it's coming out. It's already passed the FCC.
All
So
right.
you'll be able to get it in the US. I don't know if you're able to legally have it in the US. Whether we're gonna be able to get it in the US without going third party is another question. That's where the fun meets. Like, well, I'm good. I sit with the Mavic. Well, I mean, with the Mini 4 Pro for a good minute. You need to upgrade that.
Justin called and said his interview went good with the two guys he talked to. He said he told them the story why he resigned about having to leave when he was out of jurisdiction, but he had the permission to go. And he told him the whole thing. He said, okay. He said, that doesn't, he said, I don't understand why they would put it. He said, putting a track on you is bullshit. They got to let you know. They should have let you know. Like that. He said, we don't do stuff like that here. And he told him that he explained the incident, what it was. And he said, okay, we'll let you know nothing you told us disqualifies you from being hired yet. Like that. And he's got to go next Tuesday morning to do the physical fitness side. And the class starts on July 6th. They can't physically hire him until they do the background check, which as soon as he gets paperwork in, they're going to do it. So you'll have that turned in tomorrow. And he's going to get copies of state police here and the background checks he has already that they just did on him and give it to him, see if that helps. But he said if he can't get temporarily hired on him, he can still get in the class, but he's got to pay for it, right? The class,
much is
it's
that?
like $5,000 for the academy. But if they hire him on, like if they put a letter in saying that we're going to hire him afterwards conditionally, then they'll put him in the class and cover it. You know, so he's still talking back and forth with him. So he's got a couple of weeks to get all his paperwork, his stuff done, and hopefully he's got the interviews coming up next week. So hopefully that'll be enough for somebody to say, yeah, put a letter in for this guy. But they said the physical fitness test is a 6-minute test, and they went through the stuff with him and said, we're looking at you. You're going to make it. We ain't worried about you. You know, so they said it was a real good conversation. And then they went through the next steps. So that was a
Most
good thing.
physical fitness tests are bullshit anyway.
Yeah.
What gets me is why has he got to go through all this class stuff again when he's all
they have 800 hours up in North Carolina. He only did 600 hours in South Carolina. I mean, in Louisiana. So they've got to see what he's already got and what he still needs. So he's gonna have to do the North Carolina law for sure.
Well, the biggest thing is he's got to learn a new state law, and then he also needs to learn their procedures because their procedures might be slightly different.
Yeah, I suppose.
Like it's you know, they might use different code names for things and stuff like that.
Yeah, it could be
They
a
have
whole
different,
new
they have a whole
signs.
different policy on how to pursue a vehicle. I mean, it could be all different.
But that should be classed as a class. That's on the job training.
Well, some of it could be on the job training because they could if they could get stuff back fast enough and they could if they could do a background check fast, you know, they could hire him FTO and he could work on a unit underneath somebody, you know. It's like having a pilot in command, you know what I mean?
So any which way he has to go to the academy?
He's gonna have to go for some of it.
Oh, it's going to
But
be
he's-
more of just like a touch-up type classes. It's kind of, it's not a full academy ride thing.
And they said they got a police foundation that because they got a buy certain things. And he said, if you don't have the money because you just moved up here and everything, because of all that, the foundation will cover it for you. So. I'm just hoping this shit gets done before that class and he can get in there.
I don't know why Academy's that expensive anyway. It should be paid for by the state.
Yeah. But it is paid for if you're getting hired for sure. They put a letter in saying that they're gonna hire him that gets paid for.
Well, they shouldn't even be hired. I don't know. I guess they're just letting people go through without even guaranteeing them a job.
Well, if they're gonna get, why on earth would they be going?
I know.
Or if they're not gonna
I
get,
mean, wait a minute, y'all got to figure it like this. He's already a cop, right?
Yeah.
So the odds are in the odds are in his favor.
Oh
If
yeah.
they got a program going on like that, you know what I'm saying, they'll cover everything. If they feel they're gonna hire you, they're already looking at it like, okay, he's already in law enforcement. You know what I'm saying? We already know he knows the basics, if nothing else. We just got to teach him our side of the fence, from the side of the fence he just came from, and he's in there. So yeah, he's gonna be all right. They gonna run it. They'll run
What
it.
about the tattoos?
Well, get
What
them
about
removed
that,
then.
too?
Remove the one from the hand. You can go to Walmart and buy that. I don't know how well it works, but that one tattoo artist that got super famous over here from the reality show, she sells a tattoo removal kit at Walmart, and it slowly fades away. You just keep reapplying the
Yeah,
cream.
tattoos can be removed these days, man. It's 2025. They got several ways to get
Well,
rid of them.
Well,
Yeah,
he didn't tell me
lasers, all
anything
kinds of
about that. So and he went in there with a shirt that didn't cover his tattoos. So they didn't
What
say,
are
they
the
said nothing you
tattoos?
said to us disqualifies you. So either they sell him, he's got to, because what was it? One place said that if they hired him, they had a tattoo policy on hand tattoos. And he's got like, he had to have a hand tattoo. I can't remember what he's got, Jesus' face on it or Mary's face on it, on his hand, which I told him, don't do a hand tattoo. And he because it goes all down his arm and it goes into, it's either Mary's face or Jesus' face. I can't remember. I think it's Mary's face. And it's just what he wanted because it all blended. And yeah, because he's got the stairway going to the gates and going all the way down, and down in the bottom is like Mary's face on his hand. And they told him he had to, if he wore that, he had to wear a glove.
That's what I'm about to say. You just
He
put
wore
on
a
the
glove
glove.
all the time anyway. He wore gloves all the time
Right.
anyway.
You put on the glove.
Yeah, because he wore gloves every day here. And they didn't have a tattoo problem. But he wore gloves because he said, if I got to hit you, I'm going to hit you with a glove on and not mess up my knuckles, you know? That was his theory.
Yeah, but if he ever wants to go into, like you said, eventually he wants to try to get on a federal agency, he might run
He's
into
going to have
that
to
again.
lose some of them.
He'd probably be fine with the sleeves. He'd just have to wear long sleeve shirts.
Yeah, they can laser. They can laser them off now, can't they?
Yeah, there's a bunch of different ways to do them.
Just the laser evaporates the ink under the skin.
Yeah.
I'm just saying,
Like-
if he wants to make that a career and that's always going to possibly be an issue, I would just have the fucking thing removed.
It's like them facial scrubs they do.
Yeah.
Just takes the top layer of skin off.
I tell you what, I'm not seeing any ships. I can't tell if he's back or not. Because they're going back now slowly.
Kat Von D, that's who I was. Famous
Was that the
tattooer.
removal kit?
Yeah, tattoo. She got real famous from a reality show, tattoo show, back in the mid 2000s.
All men have had more than one destination, which is why he asked if we all right or want to close it down. He knew he was going to do something else. Probably want to get some donuts.
Boston creams or peanuts.
Mm-hmm.
Matter of fact, I think Kat Von D went all religious now too.
Yeah, on Amazon, they've actually got a tattoo removal cream.
Yeah, and what you do is you put it on there, and then over time, like over a course of like a month or so, I think it slowly fades away.
It just
That stuff's cheap.
like bleaches it.
I don't know exactly what it is. I've never used it, but yeah, it's just a cream that you apply so often, whatever the directions tell you to do, and then it slowly fades it away.
Yeah, it's gentle on the skin, maximum removal strength, skin-friendly formula. It's a cream. You just rub it on there and let it do its job.
Yeah, it's probably a little bit longer of a process and probably less painful than having it lasered off.
Oh, I agree.
And cheaper.
Oh yeah, yeah, extremely cheaper.
Yeah, look at this one here.
Laser's probably just a lot quicker process.
Mm.
You might only have to go once or twice to get one off. Like, I'm sure that
If I
cream.
thought that would work, I'd get the one on me taken off.
Like hair removal by electrolysis is like £80 an hour over here.
Okay, to get into Paul's parking space, let's see. They're getting there. They're at the bench. At the light before the creepy statue. There's 3 creepy people sitting on that other bench. Here comes the creepy statue.
Why they gotta be creepy?
Why not? And there is Paul's truck.
Still. And no boat.
Yeah,
And no
they say,
boat.
yeah, they say if you use the cream too, it takes a couple. It could take months. If you
Ain't no
look.
ship coming down?
I don't see any ship.
Oh, the lost a drone.
Yeah, but if you look on what's it, on his marine traffic, there might be one on its way.
I saw it coming back to him. I think it landed it. There's probably one coming down in about an hour and he's just waiting. That's what he did the other day. He was out there for about 50 something minutes.
That's probably why he didn't come back. Or that's probably why
And
he
you
left
know,
to begin with.
he has no sense of mileage or time.
Oh,
that thing could
no.
be 10 miles away and said, that was going to take 3 hours.
His car's down there. It's in the first parking space.
Yeah,
It's still there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Put it
still
on
sitting
screen.
there.
Put it on screen.
Because I can see his.
Well, he's backing up now. Now he's backing up. He
He's
almost
right
got in
there.
a wreck.
And I could see the police light on the front of the car. That's how I knew it was his.
He almost got in a wreck. Did you see that?
Yeah, he's backing up when
He's
that car
backing up
turned
and the
in.
car pulling in. He almost hit the car.
Hope he ain't lose his drone.
I don't think he did because it was coming down right there in front of him before.
Nah, he knowing him, he's probably sitting down there watching.
Having a nap before he comes back.
He might have fell asleep.
No, why? He's probably sitting down there talking to people.
Yeah, could be.
Oh yeah, he did. He almost backed the fuck into that car. Yeah, he did. I just went back and watched it.
Yeah.
Yeah, car slammed on its brakes.
Well, you got to look at it, though. Paul was coming out first and the guy came in.
Mm.
We'll find out when he gets back, because I'm sure he'll log
Yeah.
back on.
And like I said, when I saw the ship pass, the drone came back down right in front and looked like it was going back to him. The only way he would have lost it is if he lost it right there when he was trying to land, something happened to it. No. Why are you coming to balk now? They got you balking because you the favorite? That's what it is? No, I'm not giving you anything. I'm not eating. You gotta go eat the food in your dish. Oh, I know you like it. Don't tell me you don't like it. No. 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 Ain't working. I said it ain't working. He went like this. And looked back at the other two like it ain't working. He did. He just said like this. He went. And looked back at them like it ain't working. It's funny.
Oh,
I know y'all have him working for you, but it ain't working. I'm not giving it to you. I'll take a shoe. See this shoe? Keep walking at me like that and side-eyeing me. That shoe gonna be on the crack of that ass. Side-eyeing me, stop. He gets on the side, he goes, give me that side eye. Little sassy ass. See, he left. I told him it ain't happening. He went back in his chair. See, y'all, yeah, y'all surprised, huh? Go eat your dish.
that's it.
That's funny. That was funny because he walked off and they looked at each other like, oh, damn. He didn't give him anything. Loki went in the kitchen. He's going to eat. There you go. Tina went back and laid down. Cleo went back and laid down. Top costume I wear. I don't wear a costume, JD. I wear a professional piece of material, a professional looking shirt. It's got all my stuff written on the front. It says that I'm a correspondent with AI Press NOLA and a photographer with my name on it, and I am professional.
Just not seeing that.
Yeah, I saw that. I tried to ignore it. I couldn't ignore it any longer.
It was a court case that was on YouTube yesterday where a guy was wearing a Marine uniform, going around somewhere getting free meals. I guess it was for Memorial Day or whatever.
Yeah.
And somebody recognized something wrong with the uniform and everything, and ended up getting into it. The dude called the police. He ended up in court. The judge was a Marine as well, right?
Well, he's in trouble.
In fact, I come to learn that you don't say you were ex-Marine. You once a Marine, you always Marine.
If you say anything about X, you say you're a former Marine.
Look, and that's the first thing he went wrong. He told the judge that he was an ex-Marine. The judge sitting there looking at him, looking at his uniform, and was like, I'm talking, the judge got pissed. The judge was mad.
Hey, Jonathan, you can see the chat? I mean, to see the pictures? I'm going to share something. Hold on. I made this on Chat GPT yesterday.
What you got there? Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, I've noticed yesterday it was missing a stripe on the top. I had to put the extra stripe on it.
Oh, yeah, you got to fix it.
Yeah, I fixed it because I didn't want it wrong. I sent that to my Marine Corps lieutenant's son, and he laughed. Said, that looks funny. But that's the ribbons, the badges, the exact stripes. It would have been exactly. If I had a uniform today with me, I don't have dress blues anymore. But if I had the dress blues, I would have. It would look just like that. I keep saying I'm gonna buy a set and set them up to fit me now, so that when I go to all the functions at the schools with the Marine Corps stuff, I can wear them. I go to the Marine Corps ball like that.
Did
And
you
then I look at it and I
3D
don't want to
print
spend
that,
$300,
or
so the hell with it.
did you 3D print that?
No, I can't, I could probably, last time I told Chat GPT to make me a STL file, it came out goofy look. It didn't work.
Oh.
I wish it would let me 3D print it. I'd like to 3D print that one and the one with my camera, the one with the camera, and they have a couple of them made up somewhere. That way my granddaughter could at least have those, you know?
So where is it that they getting these? They making these little mini dolls that look like, I seen a bunch of drone pilots make these mini dolls that look like them. I want to say, I think Johnny got one even.
Yeah, it looks like it, but it's just a picture. That's all it is,
Oh,
just
it's
a
not-
picture.
Oh, it's just a picture.
Yeah, they got a guy on Facebook selling the Chat GPT's picture in an acrylic case that he's doing just to chat with for the 250th birthday of the Marines, and he's doing you've seen your rank, what you have, your medals, everything you had, and he'll make one up for you, and he charges like $35, and he makes up one and he puts it in just a 5x7. I think it's $35 for a 5x7. I think for you want an 8x10, it's like $50. And it's just an acrylic frame, clear acrylic frame, to make it look like a blister pack, but it's just a frame with the picture. So that's why I'm gonna probably make one and frame it myself here.
Okay.
You know, that looked pretty cool the way he did it. It's a good idea.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, Paul should be back unless he ran out of Boston creams again.
I'm gonna almost bet that's what he wants me to do.
Unless he went on the other side of the bridge.
No, he came home. He's probably outside. There he is. I said he's probably outside digging a hole or filling a hole.
Hey, Justin, I tried to call you,
Okay.
and what it did was it says you have a restricted phone number.
He's probably outside. There he is.
Okay.
Outside digging a hole. Filling a hole.
Hey, Justin, I tried to call you.
All right. Well, I'm gonna jump off, so I was just waiting for you to get back.
Paul, you didn't get your bird, did you?
I'll catch y'all later.
Okay.
Later, John.
Yeah, see it.
How'd the flight go?
Well,
watching
it went okay.
Yeah.
Now I got to edit it. So
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna let you edit. I'm jumping off too because I might go
okay.
fly before it
Well,
gets
let's close
rain.
it down then.
Okay.
All
Okay,
right,
everybody.
later, fellas.
We'll see ya.
Later, y'all.
We'll see you later today.
See you